Good, thanks, man.
Owen Appleton is the top. Is that? Oh dear, harpoons. Do you want to see possibly the fall of Burdett?
Well, you've got Chris Turner and Hedge, so we've seen both them as well.
Yeah, we can't have
Mike's
that one.
playing Jack, and Mike said he doesn't want to be on stream.
Johnny versus Wojtek, interesting, but I still think
Seen them quite a lot together.
I still say that this is the best one.
But you know what I'm thinking?
Sage versus Toby.
We've seen. It got to that point where we've seen.
Yeah, I still say Burdett and Owen Appleton. We don't want to see Owen on the stream these days.
And you've kind of got most of the overlay already there.
Yeah, and
go on, let's go with it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yules.
Burdett to say on the same side he is, so it makes it easy on us on the overlay.
Yeah, it does make it much easier.
You just add Jan.
Yeah, although I could be clever because Jan is 8, so technically she should be at the top of the thing. So I'll be a bit clever.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll be a bit clever. Probably not a wise decision. Probably a first time as well, but it's first time for everything. All right, so we're going to move Jess down, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to I'm not going to bother transitioning into. I'm going to let people see how it's done.
Oh, okay. This is I've never had this situation before.
Behind the scenes, you know.
There was some interesting things there that was going on last. In terms of the pairings and the matchups. Wojtek seems to always get paired against John, doesn't he? It doesn't seem. Well, no matter what tournament, they always seem to get paired against each other somewhere along the way.
Well, they are off the same kind of level of player, so it's not surprising.
Well, it doesn't matter really what round. They seem to get paired like either at the start, in the middle, at the end. You know, it's kind of one of those things. It just seems like it.
Or are you just noticing it because of the many times it's happened? It's not every time.
It's happened quite a lot.
Yeah, it does happen quite a lot. I will admit that. Just weird how things work out. So Hawk 290, perhaps my second favourite ship in lore, not necessarily in the game.
Do you know what?
What?
I think it's the only Hawk that's here.
Yeah.
What we found really funny when we went to the UK Team Championships.
That none of the crows actually flew.
There was 4 teams that went, so there was 12 members of the Mouldy Crows. And round 1, our opponents turned to us and went, "So you're Mouldy Crow team?
Why are you not? Why are you not flying the Mouldy Crow?"
Actually, that's not true because the Imperial player could not take a crow. So there was technically 8 players that could take a crow, and none of us did. No Kyle, no Rourke Garnett, no Palob, no Jan Ors, no Dace Bonarm.
We don't look. We don't want to. I think it's because the crows don't want to get locked into we don't want to get typecast. All right. You know. That's what I like to see it as, at least.
Do you know what? I think I've decided what I want to fly on Wednesday, because I'm going to be actually playing on Wednesday.
Oh, God, you're flying a crow?
I want to fly something different.
Is this...
Just so you don't have to change half the overlay.
Oh, that's...
Do you know what we should write? We should put one here and just go, no.
Sound's gone, apparently. Now it's back. There we go.
Wait.
There we go. Probably because I knocked it. But yeah, there we go. Sound's back on. But yeah, that's my response. Yes. Yeah, so you want to fly something?
Okay, yes, I know I say I want to fly something different other than turrets. But I've mentioned a Hawk pilot that hardly ever sees any use. Dace Bonarm.
Dace doesn't often get used, yeah, right. It's because
I've got an idea with Dace.
Oh dear.
A couple of Y-wing ion cannons. So Dace has an ion himself.
Mm-hmm.
His ability says when a ship receives an enemy ship at range 1 to 2, I think, receives an Ion token. You may take a stress if you are not stressed to deal 1 damage. So it's all the Ions.
Can I look at someone's email list, please?
Of course.
Unless you built all of them on the
Which, what one do you want to
Terry
look at?
Thorn.
Terry Thorn.
I think,
Escalation.
last one.
Last one, huh?
Yeah, obviously. Only one bomber. He has proxy mines. Cool. He just wants to know. He can't remember.
Okay, bless him. Thank you.
But yeah, Dace with an Ion Cannon himself, 2 Ion Cannon Y-Wings, and Ion Pulse Missile Z95. So...
It's different. It's different. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
It certainly is different. Whether it's viable is not the question, but, you know, I think it's just like one of those for fun lists, really.
Yeah.
And there are plenty of those in the game. I mean,
Yeah.
I took one to UK team champions. Didn't really work well for me.
I'll tell you what though, as your team captain,
I do love
for
that
the day,
list. Yeah.
I would never have said for you to change it.
No. But it's just that it didn't work out for me. I love the list. It just doesn't work.
I love the list as well.
It just doesn't work in a competitive setting. It's just really. It's
Well,
very
you say
niche.
that. What happens if you took it and it went and won every single game going?
Then I probably
Then
would,
you proved yourself wrong.
But but I didn't. You know, so that's the thing. But I did enjoy myself, and I'll give a shout out to the players that I did enjoy. One game in particular I did enjoy, which ironically
It was near enough mirror match, wasn't it?
I know it was my worst game actually. Funnily enough, the most fun game was my worst game. I killed nothing. I got nothing.
Was that round 2 when I didn't kill anything
No,
either?
round three. It was against Richard. He was flying Biggs, with old Biggs and rules in play. Lowrick and the other Agitac pilot.
It wasn't...
Lowrick, Wolflaroo.
Wolfaro.
And essentially Biggs would not die. But I liked Rich. He's a nice guy. We had a nice
Yeah,
conversation.
he's not our Richard, let's put it that way.
Rich is a nice guy.
No, I mean in terms of when we played, it wasn't our Richard.
Oh, okay.
I was just trying to do clarity purposes.
Yeah, yeah. He was a nice guy. I reckon he wore this kind of cotton shirt, very nice shirt. There's
an interesting thing at the end of Toby's game,
Yeah.
where the guy was in the lead and he elected not to shoot because there was quick draw still around. Elected not to take any shots because time had just been called mid-round before his shots are being declared. He decided not to take any shots.
All right, this is the list that I think Mr. Burdett is hoping he wouldn't see. It's nice to see an Imperial list because we've seen a few, but not many today, haven't we?
Is it Imperial?
It is Imperial. Look.
Oh yeah, you got bombs and
Yeah.
bombers and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, with
Punishers and
Punishers.
yeah.
Was there a Punisher in there? Awesome. I can't see a Punisher. Oh no, there is a Punisher. You're right. It's the one with the red stripe, which is awkward because he's changed the silhouette, so it won't look like the same as it would appear on our overlay.
No, because he's basically made it a mash between Kylo Ren and a bomber.
Yeah,
There's
basically
a
when he
gouge taken out one of the wing
when he
nuts.
made it like an interceptor. So he basically reversed the wings and took a gouge out of the middle.
I think it was a Toby job, that one.
That was.
But yeah,
It's been a good day, hasn't it?
it has a very good day. Like I was saying earlier, it seems really sad that this is the last one of the year. This is our last tournament of the year. It's
But it's the first one on the regional run, as I like to call it, the hyperspace to regionals. As we, of course, are having our first, well, not first, but our second regional on the 24th of February 2018.
I'll tell you what. It'll take me at least till February to write 2018 down as a date.
Yeah, that's gonna throw me. It always does. But I'm looking forward to it. It'll be me in here, Mr. Stephen Sage, who was in here earlier after this match. With me and him, we'll be having a third if we can find someone. If not, then we'll see if we can grab
a fill-in third if I get beaten before.
Yeah. Well, that's the
I'll
thing.
get beaten at some point. I can tell you that. I'm not going to win the final.
That's
I can
the
tell you
thing.
that
We're
now.
thinking that if there is a buy, even though there isn't because we've sold 66 tickets, but someone might not turn up. But,
Or you might then have to open an odd number of tickets and
no.
generate a buy.
I try to keep it even if I can because no point going for odd if make it awkward. But
then you can have people who drop out by not
exactly
attending at the last minute or something.
Simply, we hope. My hope is to have whoever's got a buy or in here if they got like first round bye, depending on circumstances, we'll work something out. But
Yeah.
I like the idea. Guest commentator, you know,
Yeah.
special guest commentator, because it could be anyone from the UK. Naturally, of course, they'll be informed of the normal kind of don't foul language, no inappropriate, you know, the usual agenda of
Yeah.
all right, then we're off to the final match. Rolling for initiative, and Chris Burdett.
That's a very clear point there, Owen. Very, very good there. We like that.
Very nice man, Owen Appleton. Can I just say what a diamond this guy is? He's an absolute star.
And
Beloved by the community. Great guy. He ran the Crows originally. Now Stephen Sage has taken over the reins. But it was about last week. Owen said to me, "How big of a Star Trek fan are you?" Which, you know, me and Paul, we're quite big Star Trek fans. I said, we're big Star Trek fans. Why? He said, I've got a load of Eagle Moss Star Trek ships, and they're like some quite fairly good quality models. I said, yeah, if you don't want them, I'll take off your hands. How much? And he said, meh. And we're talking about, you know, I counted them. There's 14 models in that box. That's not a small number. And just what a diamond. What an absolute star this guy is.
well, also with Owen, he's done some nice like homemade alt arts. Yeah, like for example, my Kane and Levo that you see.
He's made one of Dengar, but it's Wojtek's
face.
Because he flies Dengar.
I was going to say, has he also done one for Toby where he's done Snap?
I think he's done one for a few people like that.
Yeah, as like little personal touches either.
I know that you know Johnny Firth. Audience probably didn't know him. There's a guy we know called Johnny Firth Clark, and he currently serves. And he's overseas right now, but
we don't know where he is. Somewhere in the world.
We don't know where he is. We don't know where he is. We don't know what he's doing, but he's somewhere in the world. And he sent a picture on his Facebook page, and he got this big old like mustache, like very big, like mustache. And I'm saying someone should make a Biggs Altar of that face, because that's just perfect for Biggs. You could typecast him like that. Apparently, I think his Facebook post was, "The 80s called, they want my mustache back," or something like that. What a guy. Can't wait for him to come back.
And Puttock had a massage off Owen.
There you go, Puttock had a massage. There you go.
You know, I do love my alt art Kane and alt art Biggs. You know, it kind of clearly identifies with...
I'm trying to think. Now, is that an massage alt art, or is that a massage using your face? Because... I'm not gonna. Yeah, let's just leave that where it was. Where is Mr. Owen Appleton's list? I thought he sent it to me. There we go. I knew he sent it in to me. So it's his harpoon is called an alt art.
Alt art. Yeah.
Alt art. Exclamation point! Harpoon Escalation is the list that Owen is running today, and he is running it. Not my face. No one needs. Oh, Dad. He's not doing himself justice. That, of course, in the chat is our resident store champion of X-Wing, Mr. Chris Puttock.
Technically reigning store champion.
Reigning store champion, yes, indeed.
So, yeah, looking at this list, there's harpoons here, there, and everywhere. So you've got VI Quick Draw with fire control, harpoon missiles, targeting synchronizer, special ops training, and guidance chips. Yeah. You've got a Mega Leader with what I'm calling the John Easter special of comm relay, Duke, and hull upgrade. John's a very much believer in having a hull upgrade on a Mega Leader.
Yeah, well, that's... it's power to him. I mean, I've not seen that as much, but that's strong.
I'll tell you what.
You want to keep Mega Leader as long as possible.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
In one game I had in the Hangar Bay tournament, when I used a Mega Leader, that hull upgrade made the difference to whether I spent the evade for comms relay, the evade to not have the Duke, or to survive.
Fair enough.
Effectively was the difference.
It's fair enough, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's different.
It's different. Yeah.
Different's not bad. It's just different.
He's got some. Is it some gammas in there, or is that a mixture of gamma and?
It's some Gamma Squadron veterans. So 3 of them.
Three gamma vets.
They are all pretty much the same, apart from the last one. We have got Deadeye, extra munitions, harpoon missiles, ion bombs, and guidance chips on 1 and 2. Number 3 just has the harpoons, no bombs.
Yeah.
very powerful list there.
Mm.
That's going to be throwing out. And Burdett's going to have to think, because harpoons are going to really ruin his day. And I mean, like, seriously, that's not the list he wanted to face in the final round.
No,
It really isn't. You know,
I think if this goes before time, I think Burdett's going to come through and say, well, why did you make me have to do this?
Well, that's a fair comment, but it is top table, so...
It is top table, and to be fair, like we were saying, we had...
half the overlay ready.
And also, it's 6 ships versus 6 ships.
Yeah, so we can fit
Actually,
it on the
it's
overlay.
6 versus 5.
Yeah, it's the veteran, so it's... There we go.
I tell you what, we've had 2 lists today where it feels like it's had a Toby-esque stamp on it. Like, forgetting names here. Matt Garner was playing with some TIE Advanced prototypes, and that's what Toby's known for playing, the sort of interceptors and like arc dodgers. And he also loves his bombers as well.
Yeah. It's also nice to see such an Imperial list as well. Like, I'm looking forward to the Silencer because I'm looking forward to seeing First Order lists. Like, not Imperial lists, but like First Order lists and Resistance lists, which is what the Resistance Bomber kind of encourages.
I think from what I saw, the way Owen was just indicating there, I think the black one is number 4, and the number 5 is the one next door. So you've got 4, 5. He was indicating 4 and then 5. I don't know if that was he might have got it slightly differently on his. So 5 is the non-black one.
Okay. Right then, so boom.
Like I say, I'm going to nip out because I am feeling a little bit peckish. So I need something just to keep me going. Do you need anything when you're down there? When I'm down there?
No, sorry, I'll pay for it off with my. But no. Can you find out your way back? Just get confirmation of what that is. Yeah, don't touch that. It's not with bare hands. That's not a good idea.
I tell you, I've done that with getting something out of the oven recently, and that hurt my fingers. That wasn't a clever idea.
I'm glad you got that off your chest, David.
Sorry?
Glad you got that off your chest. Right then, so this is an epic confrontation, if there was one. We're going to see whether the harpoon missiles are going to do a number on those A-wings, which I think they will. You don't want to harpoon a fast-moving object. I would, but I'm not sure if I can jam it through the microphone or the camera. Nor would I think I think it might do damage to them items. So, whereabouts are you based, Peterson 2F? ZF, if I may ask. You're obviously in the UK since you talked about Norwich. So, bye. Just getting the hull and shields up. I'm hoping to automate this system in the future. I'll get the upgrades listed out properly soon. Oh, it's a TIE bomber. It doesn't have any shields. No shields here. Who needs shields? It's been a good day. Can't wait for regionals. It's going to be great. I can't believe tickets have sold through in 24 hours. It's been absolutely crazy. It's been crazy the last couple of days. I don't think anyone expected the system open to sell out. Then regionals just woof gone. It's been incredible, and it's shown that X-Wing is still going very strong. Even though weeks ago there was talk of, in the community, people saying, "Oh, X-Wing's dying, it's dying, it's dying." It's not dying from where I'm sitting. It seems to be alive and very much kicking, if not biting back. It's like a ravaged animal. It's like, ugh. Okay, so here comes a green screen. Green screen? Green. That's me thinking of what I want in my life. A green screen. Green Squadron Pilot number 3 zipping forward. I think he was hoping that he would split Owen's forces. Unfortunately, Owen has doubled down on making sure that at least the missile carrying side of his force are very much together, and so he's going to have to engage them to try and at least whittle down their forces, which unfortunately leaves Quick Draw uncontested in the corner there. She's going to come in from the side and definitely flank. Oh, Essex, not Nah, no problem. It's not, no problem where you come from. I mean, I went to Ipswich University for my degree many years ago. And of course, Ipswich and Norwich have a big rivalry between them. Not that I care. Welcome back, David.
Black, no bomb.
Cool. I thought that was the case.
I just said to Ed, it was very confusing because the way he indicated, number 5 was the one with no bomb.
I was about to say number 5 is alive then. Don't know why.
Do you mean staying alive?
You've not seen Short Circuit. I'm sure you must. You must have seen Short Circuit.
Just remember, I haven't watched Firefly much.
Nor have you seen Back to the Future. You are a...
I've seen moments of Back to the Future.
Yeah. Yeah, not enough for my liking. It's a classic, man. Classic.
But yeah, I didn't dare ask.
See, even Patrick agrees with me. Heathen.
So I'm going to ban myself from doing any commentary in the booth for the next few weeks.
Play on Wednesday nights at Chelmsford Bunker. I have relatives in Chelmsford. It's quite a nice place, actually. My aunt and uncle are down next week, funny enough.
Ah.
Well, that's one wave that you don't want to see coming towards you. 3 tie bombers and a... yeah.
And quick draw.
And quick draw. Ouch. Whoops. Yeah.
One thing I've noticed, though, there's a split in formation.
There is a split formation. I think... and I did talk about this, that, because don't forget, Chris had to place first. He was hoping to split the carriers of the harpoons up. Didn't work, has now got to re-engage his forces together, which is going to work to his detriment, but...
if it was me, no matter where, if he'd split the force, for me...
So I got a posse now. Peterson, you've got to watch Back to the Future and Firefly now. See? Anyway, back to what you were saying.
Like I said, I'm going to ban myself from the booth. No, whichever one it was, I would have been surprised if Owen didn't line that formation against Jess.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Whichever way he split it, even if it was like a mismatch of like Sabine, Jan, and Jess in one side.
That is a great approach, actually. He is actually forcing... That's true, actually, because he's now forcing him. Which one do you go for? Do you go for the one that's going to bunk up dice, because there is Jan there, or do you go for the one who's going to get benefits from allies? That's not actually...
I'll tell you
cool.
what, though.
Yeah?
Because of the pilot, there's no expertise on quick draw. If one of those snapshots, so i.e. that 3 dice snapshot from Jan boosting the number of dice to 3... it means that quick draw will not have any dice modifications unless he's target locked something with fire control.
Oh, a Mega Leader is the one that was put up top. Oh, I see. So quick draws down here makes sense. She's carrying Harpoon Leaf. Yeah. So actually, yeah, he's right. That's going to be very difficult for him. Yeah. Okay, so... it's still early days, and it could still go either way. But, because, we are just at the start, it's the final round, 2 hours on the clock. Who knows where it's going to go?
Well, you said that last time I commentated with you on a 2-hour game was the Store Champs final.
Last time I checked, that also went very quickly.
It actually went in less time than the normal time limit for a game, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah. The 2 hours is only a conservative amount. Like,
I suppose if it's like, for example, 2 hours after 7 to 8, 9 games in a day.
Yeah.
If it was me, I would say to my opponent, do you mind us like having a... I'm more than happy to keep the time running. Just give me a 5-10 minute kind of thing. As long as they're obviously both amicable and agree with it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is that regionals, it will be the same thing, where the final is 2 hours, but it might not take 2 hours, so we have to allow it, just in case for, because the one time you say, oh, it won't go that long, it will go that long, so we have to plan for it. Okay, ooh, yeah, Screaming Jess forward means now, if they don't go slow enough, which unfortunately bombers are restricted to 2 forward, they're going to be too close for the harpoons. Because now they're right on top of you.
Yes.
And snapshots as well.
Mm.
That's brilliant.
This is going to be a thing. If he can, if it was me, I would ignore quick draw. Snapshots into one of those bombers. I know you can't pilot skill them.
Things-
Oh, hello.
Oh yeah, that's brave. Not but wise. Not, you know, very wise.
Yeah, who knows with the
Get
way
them
that's set up.
Get them close. That way they can't shoot the harpoons. Or if they do, they're damaging their own ships as well.
Mm.
May I?
Mm.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. No, but...
Actually, I can't because tablet.
Mm.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's all right. That's fine. Hello, dear Void. Great channel. My friends and I just got into Extra Cold months ago. We're actually playing tonight. Oh, wonderful. We're running tonight. Oh, and we've got a 3 bank here by Sabine Wren. There we go.
Is it just me, or is it when you see Sabine's TIE Fighter, you always think Ahsoka?
It's because she's the high pilot skill, and usually it's her you see played. And yeah, it's force a habit of me. He's being a very shrewd player, Chris. As as Puttick points out, gets into range 1. Look at that, screaming forward, forcing the bump. Actually, quite wise because it means that he can't.
I don't know how things paired themselves out because I think Hedge is playing against Mr. Turner. I don't know if Turner's also gone 3-0 at this point either.
No, he's gone 1-1 or
1-2.
At least 1-1 because I know during lunch he had 1-1. So
1-2 or 2-1. Sorry.
From the US in Connecticut.
So whoever wins this will win the tournament outright.
Hello to the US in Connecticut. So yeah, if you can join us for our regionals on the 24th of February at 9:30 a.m. It'll be me with Mr. Stephen Stage in the booth here, commentating through 9 rounds of X-Wing.
Yeah.
Excuse me while I take a drink.
Yep. I commentate.
It's Pepsi, by the way. I don't drink alcohol, and nor would I allow it in here. I have a strict rule against that. Otherwise, I think Puttick would be drowning it all the time.
I remember what that commentary would be like.
No, let's not find out. Although I have to admit, he did a marvellous job that when he was in here with Robin. I was here supervising. It was marvellous what those two did together. It was magic.
Here we go.
Magic.
Here we go. I don't know what he was doing, but that's... He's
No,
clearly
this
stipulating
is
a bump.
smart. He's forcing the bump. He's going to get snapshot by 1, but not 2. And he means...
it's a stress move. He's gone fast.
He's gone fast, yeah, but...
Oh, no! 5k.
What? Oh, he tried to K. That's going to mess him up. He did try and K. That's going to seriously
Do you know
mess
what that
him
means?
up. Yeah.
Next turn, he could tactically block, say, with 5. Number 5. K with 4.
Evaded.
Get behind and snapshot number 4 from the
Yeah,
rear.
he was thinking they were going to go a bit more faster and it would
Or
jump.
slower.
Yeah.
And, direct hit.
Oh!
On number 4.
Direct hit instantly. Ouch. It's going to be one of those games when, when you draw it, it's like, oh no, direct hit. First card, direct hit. Yeah, it's going to be one of those games. Okay, 3... Oh, that's fine. Corner to corner. He does. Oh, does he catch Jess? No, he catches.
No, it's too narrow.
Too narrow. Yeah, he catches 3. Snapshot from Sabine. All right then, Sabine, do your thing.
It's a shame.
Hang on. Oh yeah, I'm thinking they're not in the comment range. No, it's snapshots because I was thinking, why is Rourke still not caught up yet?
Not Rourke. Jan, and
Jan's gonna try, but
no,
unfortunately not in range.
Any closer, and that could have worked.
Yeah,
that's 2 though. Oh, that's the other one.
Ouch! This is not going well. It's not going the way I thought it would go either.
I'll tell you what. This is if this damage starts to spike through.
This could actually be significant. This was a great opening by Burdett here. He's doing all the damage and taking very little in return. Of course, number 3 is going to...
taking any in return so
3 is going to take some hits, and it could be that Sabine will take some hits as a result.
Well, where's Quick Draw going?
Quick Draw, I think, will bump into 3. I think 3's hoping to block Quick Draw. If not, unless she's going slow. If she's going fast, she will bump. There's the target lock. Of course, the lovely Hawk target locks, which you can get by actually taking part in our tournaments here.
The Moldy Crow target locks, to be more specific.
I love that. I love the Moldy Crow. It's my It's my second favourite ship. The first being the Falcon in the Star Wars mythos, just because it's so cool, and it's been flown by my favourite character, Jan Ors and Kyle Katarn, aka Alternate Universe Jyn Erso and Alternate Universe Cassian Andor.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I do like the Hawk though. I do love one that Toby painted. He painted a Moldy Crow.
I don't know. I don't know.
He painted it in sort of green, the dark, mouldy sort of kind of.
Yep, thank you. And of course, there's a quick draw bump.
So no action.
No action, but a shot on Sabine.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, next round I can see her wanting to get in between Jan and whoever ends up behind. Quick draw.
TL. Oh. Yeah, because of 9 num. This is perfect, actually. I didn't think about that, because he can keep up with the list. If they're running in straight lines.
And don't forget that there is an ion cannon turret on board Jan, so she can start doing some control, and that's going to mess up the formation that Owen has.
Especially if they start getting
Speaking of formation, here comes a range 1 shot from quick draw onto... Oh, hit, focus, blank.
And no expertise.
Nothing to modify with. Gets a target lock thanks to fire control system. 1 of 8.
Nice.
Nicely done. I mean, yeah, it was only 1, but that's what you needed. Unfortunately, I think Jan is just... Actually, no, she could be in... Oh, if only. But number 3 is going to...
Yeah. And also, if this hits...
Ioned.
You could quite easily take that one down next turn.
And it means that there's no target lock because he's stressed. You can't clear it on a straight. Because it's a white 1 forward.
Yep. There's only 1 or 2 ways, actually, you can remove that. And one of them's 9 num. The other one would be Kane and Jarrus. And the other one would be an R2 because it becomes green because it's a speed 1 manoeuvre.
Yep. Here we go. There's the card as it goes on to number 3. Another damage to number 3. These ties are melting faster than I thought they would. You know?
And it's an ion token here as well.
Yeah, so there he goes. He's now ionized. He's going forward 1 next turn, getting his actions.
What I'd do at this point then is, because of the stress, you can have 1 free turn at going at number 3. I would look to make sure you bring all your arcs in. So maybe like hard turn 4, bank with 5, and do a 1 straight, do a manoeuvre to deliberately block with 3, and you got snapshot with...
The problem with that is number 3 does have potential to barrel. Actually, no, he can't barrel because he's got a stress. So yeah, you're right. Actually, the K-turn will be the best thing next turn. For all of Chris's ships. Then again, I might be wrong. I might be completely wrong.
No, but I'm thinking you make the most of the ion cannon.
Yeah,
because
keep going.
You can snapshot into that.
Oh, range 1, Sabine into number 3. I don't think number 3 is going to survive this round. Let alone, I don't think it's going to survive to be ionized. 2, 3. Oh, it's a crit.
Crit, major hull breach.
Oh dear.
Doesn't matter because
the next
damage you take he's poofed anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, it's the best time to get it, but still.
I tell you one who doesn't mind that crit though, Lebo. Yeah. So all cards go face up, and Lebo can choose which ones he wants.
It's not good. I thought Owen had it. I thought Owen's list was like perfectly the kryptonite to Chris Burdett's Superman build, but it seems to be that the Man of Steel is doing it. Yeah, the Wings of Steel are doing it. Owen with 2 hits this time.
Well, technically, what you could do is number 3...
Spend the evade token.
Number 3 could do a 1 hard. 1 hard to the right. Jess could Talon roll. Or just straight up K. Because you could block 3 and have a snapshot and Jan Ors for...
Yeah, nothing. Owen's done nothing this entire round. One more chance. There we go, that's 2. And I think that's the one thing that's the one time Burdett's going to take damage. So who's it going to go on?
Number 3?
I believe it would be number 3.
Number 5. He spends the evade.
He's nothing. Owen's having a really bad time. It's the first exchange he's done nothing, and yet
he's done nothing. Look, and taken 7.
He's taken 7 in total. That's not what you can't afford that. You cannot afford that. Next turn, number 3 is going to die, because all Rourke has to do is
number 3 could die before the actual start of turn.
What I would do is just have someone go after 3, try and kill it, bring Rourke in, Ion for...
Not Rourke, Jan Ors.
Yeah, I keep saying Rourke. Why is it? Why I keep
Because
saying
it's my
Rourke?
fault. I mentioned Rourke earlier.
Bring Jan Ors into Ion 5 or 4 because they want to clear their stress and then probably K-turn. So then it messes up their formation.
Yeah, so swing...
And it does damage as well.
If Jan
Yeah.
can block where Quick Draw's going,
Yeah.
and at the same time having enough range, so maybe a 2-bank from Jan?
2 bank would reach it, yeah. You do have to worry about the barrel rolls. Then again, if the barrel rolls...
Here comes Jan.
It does come Jan.
Jan is...
Giving extra dice to someone?
Can't be herself.
Yes. You can't...
No, number 3 for a shot on 4.
Oh my goodness. Okay, number 3 for a shot on 4.
Or was it 5?
I don't know, it could be.
No! Look who it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh.
1, 2 evades.
That's Jess.
Yeah,
That's
so it's
He's doing it, Jess. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Who's it going against?
I think it's going against 4.
Yes, 2 dice.
2 evades. Well, that's something. Their dice have finally woken up from their slumber. But I don't think it's enough. I think that's still...
It's a crit.
Major explosion.
Could be dead if this is number 4. Major explosion. You still roll for the dice. Here it comes. No.
He's alive. On 1. It's not going Owen's way.
So, an idea.
I want this still one more shot to come in for number 3. Oh my god, 3 could finish this one off. Possible? Unlikely. Yep, it's fine. He's fine. Tell you what, I would not want to be... If I was in Owen's shoes, I'd be laying an egg right about now.
Hey, there's another shot here.
Another one?
Number 5.
A mega... Oh. Oh, he's gone. 4's gone. It's amazing. 4's been taken out in 1 round. I can't believe it.
This is where... So Jan banks. Clear stress will be on a 1. Clear stress will be on a 1. Which isn't bad.
So...
Sabine
this is
turn away on a 1 hard to try and block Quick Draw.
Well, I have to say, David, I think you're right. I think Burdett could go all the way with this. He's taken nothing, and it's cost Owen practically 2 ships. 2 ships. This is...
And remember, it's not just 2 ships. It's 2 harpoon carriers.
Yep.
If he kills the Gamma Squadron, those 2 Gamma Squadron vets, he's removed 4 harpoons.
Okay, yeah, as the Void points out, and as Chris Puddock pointed out, a Mega Leader can only affect ships that are attacking a Mega Leader that they've target locked. So, a Mega Leader target locks, but she can only affect it when she's being attacked by that ship.
And also...
Or when they're defending against her.
And also... So, situation.
Mm-hmm.
She puts a target lock on one of the snapshotters. Jan could still add the dice.
Yeah, because adding a dice is not modification. Adding result is, but not adding a dice.
So they could still have a 3 dice snapshot.
Yeah. You're right, actually. You can have a 3 dice snapshot. Didn't think of that.
You either have a 3 dice snapshot or 7 dice potential Jess.
Which, if you can do that before Rourke activates, you can have them then clear the stress immediately. Before Jan activates, you can have her immediately clear the stress. Although, I believe her effect is...
Stressed already. No, as long as she's not stressed.
Yeah, but the thing is...
Potentially, say that turn, there was...
Because she moves last. So, everything is at quick draw, then moves. So, if something were to move into range, someone snapshots, you add a dice for Jan. Jan then performs a bank to then clear the stress, can then do it again. Although I'm pretty sure her ability is once per round.
No.
Really?
Don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't specify.
Let's find out.
Just says, as long as you're not stressed.
Yep, when a friendly ship at range 1 of 3 is attacking, if you have no stress tokens, you may receive 1 stress token to allow that ship to roll 1 additional attack dice.
You could get away with it another way with having Wingman.
That's kind of incredible.
It's a good thing she's not with Captain Yor.
Yeah.
You could potentially use it 3 turns.
Hello.
Hello.
Problem?
Bring you. No, I'll bring you.
The finals of the how did the Legend of Pirates go?
That's good. Good day, people.
8 people. That's
Yeah, we only had one clan that wasn't represented.
Oh,
So-
dear. Well, oh well.
And we got loads of little badges to give out. As
Cool, we
extras
can
on
give
it.
that one next one. Yeah, we had a Legend of the Five Rings tournament today. Our first kind of big tournament for that. 8 players, nice turnout.
It's also a fairly new game as well.
Yeah,
I
recently released.
don't mind like TCGs at the start.
It's an LCG, but it's
LCG.
it's so you get you know what you get.
And also because it's an LCG or TCG and it's a fairly new game, there isn't that immediate power creep.
Yeah.
Like when I started playing Warcraft, there was quite a lot of stuff that came out,
Mm-mm.
and I always found myself quite a way behind.
Yeah. Right, this is going to get messy very quickly, this is.
Yep.
Okay, so 3 snapping omegas and striding.
Bearing in
open
mind,
spec,
it nearly lost 2 ships in one turn. I wouldn't be surprised if there's an option that both these 2 gammas cook it as well.
And don't forget, Quick Draw is still in the field, and
Remember, the
yeah.
gamma cannot do a K turn.
I'm well aware the Gamma can't do a K turn.
But there is, apart from number 5, so there is a potential ion bomb.
There is. You're quite right, actually. Which
Hang on a minute, that would be... Do you take damage off the ion bomb, or do you just receive the token?
no, because I think an ion bomb is an action drop. Double check that one. That's important. Card.
Cards ain't going to help, because it's not written on the cards.
No, but it does say action drop this bomb. Ion bomb.
Reveal your
When you
maneuver.
reveal, so yeah, you can
Can't,
do it.
no, can't. Not on number 3.
Yeah.
Not got no dial to reveal.
No dial to reveal, but 5 could. But unfortunately, 5
doesn't
doesn't
have
have one. So yes.
So there's no ion bomb this turn.
Yes, there's no ion bomb this turn. And in fact, if Chris plays his card right, there'll be no ion bombs at all this game, and probably no harpoons at this rate.
Well, there's still quick draw. Quick draw has harpoons.
Yeah, she does, but that's only 1 ship compared to the 4 you had to deal with.
Potentially, if he can kill these bombers by blocks or what alone.
If he can kill, he needs to finish off 3, which an ion cannon shot can do that. If
No.
not,
He can't do anything about it. There's going to be a snapshot from from Sabine minimum. He can't dodge range 1.
you're right. Yeah.
He can't.
You are completely right. He's going to have to... And if he does, he either bumps the A-wing or passes it. Either way, he's still at range 1. And the snapshot might kill
Hang
him
on a
anyway.
minute. No. That's going to cause an issue because of Sabine can't stop there.
Yeah.
Sabine can't remain where she is.
She can if she just does a 1 hard and the A-wing's not going to be there.
You see what I mean?
Yeah. But you could still... I don't know. It's hard. It's very hard.
I would turn 4 on a 2 hard, I think.
If you...
Turn 4 in.
Just theory. If you went 1 forward... Or if you went forward and just bumped against number 3, the corner number 3, because it looks like they might just bump, would it, if it then jumped you, would you then have a corner of it in the arc? Like the back left corner?
If there's a corner in there, it's still a snapshot.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's probably the best. If you want to get a shot off with Sabine, yes. This is top table, and what a match! We've just had a Gamma Squadron veteran. But look at the differences. Chris in a list which flies together and very much isn't.
Can we say one thing?
Yeah,
Point 1, this should be an anti-Chris list.
it is. Yeah,
Point 2, yes, we've just had Chris on, and Chris has made a point of, did you just put me on here
Yeah,
because
yeah,
of
yeah.
that?
But-
He was already, I think, on the back foot and saying, I've probably already lost this.
but he's taken out nearly 2 ships. None of the harpoon missiles have gone off.
The best bit is, all the ships that could potentially be a threat are stressed. So the bombers are all stressed because Owen went for a 5k turn that never materialised. There's a hard turn.
He's trying to block.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because now it can't pass. It has to... Oh, actually, no. No, that will get snapshot now.
That will get 2
That will
snapshots.
get 2 snapshots. That thing is dead.
If it was me, I'd do that, and then I'd do a 1 hard from the other A-wing. A-wing number 3.
Number 5 is doing a K.
Because of where things are. You do a 1 hard with number 3. Have an evade there, and think of just where Jess is going to be. Is more of the...
Jess is probably going to do a 3K. And she can't do a 3K.
3K,
It's 4K.
3 talents, 4K.
Yeah, it's 4K. So, but she's still probably within range 1 of number 4 and 5. Yeah, easily.
For rerolls and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Rerolls. Yeah, I think 3's in very much trouble here.
Yeah, I think 3's dead. I think if Jan can block or get close to a potential block on quick draw, but be able to ionize number 5, so that means that those A-wings are going to hound it from behind.
Yeah, this is going to be painful.
And also, if, potentially, Burdett wouldn't mind then if he ran into the back of it, because the moment it moves, it'll have a snapshot.
Although, I think Quick Draw is going to love this round where she gets an attack forward and back.
If she gets one in both directions.
It's likely, because that's a good point, because you have to shoot at the front before you can shoot at the back. Actually, no, you can shoot at the back, but yeah, if you want to do 2 shots, you have to shoot front first.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I think he made the right choice in making sure that...
I would have turned one hard.
That was yeah.
I would have turned one hard from there.
That's
because you then open your angles up.
Yeah.
And if that thing moves away and doesn't move far enough, you've got a snapshot.
Yeah, I think that's the key thing.
Because you've stressed it here, it can't turn around next turn easily. You'll have to disengage at this point.
I can do a 2 hard left to follow where Mega Leader is right now.
True.
It's not exactly re-engaging, but it's...
Here comes the boost from Sabine.
Oh, God, she's boosting. Wow.
And if she's locked in a 1 hard right, not moving.
She'll turn. She'll twist.
Oh.
He's blocking the
No. This is best of both worlds. If he overshoots, he gets a snapshot. But he'd hope to miss with it. He would hope to miss with it for the reason of he can pass a token.
If Owen's locked in a 2 forward, I think he might get a snapshot. I think he might get it. This is some incredible manoeuvring going on here.
I think if it's a 3 straight, which
it's green.
is green.
It's green.
1 straight, he bumps into the back, which would be the best thing he can do.
Yeah, but I think he wants to try and get...
because he has initiative, he couldn't have stopped that. So he's got number 4 there.
Oopsie daisy.
This could go...
Take your snapshots, or your snapshot. Since there's only 1 coming at you. But it's 1... Oh, you only need 1. 2 hits.
There's 2.
If this
rolls... Have to roll perfect.
You have to roll perfect for this one, Owen. Otherwise, that's another bomber dead.
Nope.
Dead bomber. And Duke down anyway. So, actually, yeah, you couldn't have won it, because Duke.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you go.
2 down.
Second bomber destroyed.
To keep a match on points, that's 50... So that's the 2 with bombs. That's 56 points gone without return.
I can't believe what I'm seeing here. I just can't believe it.
56 points without return.
Without anything
Yep.
at all. I'm pretty sure that...
Do you know what? I can't remember if Bidet is a member of the Crows.
I'm going to go and find out if that has been damaged. Because I want to give Owen his just desserts if he has done that.
Yes. I was going to say, because if it doesn't go a whole game without taking damage, that should be an achievement unlocked there. There could be another snapshot. And there is another snapshot. I think. Might not be. I don't know. Yes, no, I've played games, Mr. Neil, where I've gone up against things that I normally fly, and it's a really hard point where for you to win, you have to kill it. Like I've gone up against a ghost before. Yeah, no, it is very rare. Here comes a snapshot, 2 natural evades, but Owen's thinking, why didn't those evades turn up earlier? Action will probably be a focus, because why not? Because he de-stressed off that bank turn. Unless it was a 3, might have been a 2, might have been a 3, I don't know. I can see the focus there. No, it's not. That's just the numbers. Now, actually, look at the way this has gone. You could quite easily say, do a big straight with Jan, blocking quick draw, electing not to shoot.
He's taken no damage.
Yeah.
Not at all. Nothing. He's taken nothing.
And did you notice that snapshot that he had 2 natural evades on?
No.
Went 2 hits on the from Chris, followed up by 2 natural evades. I said, Owen must have been thinking, where are those evades earlier?
Yeah, I know, right? But still, I mean, it's impossible for Burdett to go through this without taking damage. Isn't it? Surely.
Well, Peterson has gone 1 game without taking any damage. It is highly rare.
Of course it's rare, you know.
Technically you could say, yeah, I've taken damage with Miranda, but by the end of the game I've regened it all, so technically I didn't take anything.
It was the engagement. Burdett flew his A-wing slow, which is not how you fly your A-wings usually, and so Owen thought he'd jump past them, and he didn't. Simple as that.
He went fast, though, actually, on that turn.
Yeah, but not fast enough. He didn't do a 5 forward like the
Because he wouldn't do a 5 forward because of Jess.
Exactly. That's one thing.
And Owen should know this because he plays the Duking Jess.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, yeah, it is worth pointing out. But yeah, there's a 2-2.
Unless he thought he might have done a 3 straight and boosted to make the 5.
Great guy, Owen. He's a fantastic bloke. Just having some bad luck today, it seems.
I'll tell you what, it'd be nice if Burdett wins this, because I haven't seen him win anything for ever, actually. He might have done it in the older...
Yeah,
I've not...
He won the first E-Wing in Athena, because back when they did the Imdar Alpha event, because back when they did Wave 4 all those years ago, they did a launch event called Imdar Alpha, where you went to an event and the top 4 got one of the ships, and the winner got to choose which one. And he picked the E-Wing. In fact, no, the final game is the 2 players pick a ship, which the top MOV player picks, and they basically build a ship quickly and add that into a fleet. Yeah, interesting little build. Interesting little game, actually. But I remember I was jealous because he got the first E-Wing, and I really wanted an E-Wing. Which, yeah, who wants an E-Wing these days? Sadly. However, the opponent got away with a Phantom, so I actually think maybe he got the better end of the deal there.
Yeah, this is the thing though. Look at where this is. If Jan had gone faster, he could have blocked that.
But ion cannon.
No, but he blocks it to ionize number 3.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then you've got Sabine right on the tail. You've got those A-Wings that can turn hard in.
Also, amazing work by Owen to judge that Sabine was going to come in and bank away. Amazing.
Yeah.
That's close. That is very, very close. Get a judge, I'd say.
To be fair, it's their call at the end of the day. If they
if
agree
they
between them, it's there.
If they agree, that they agree. But if they don't, then you get a judge. Get a judge. When in doubt, get a judge. Nope, they're rolling. But this is an attack, so clearly quick draw.
So Jan's going to take the shot out the front, which becomes... Oh, because he's...
Hit, focus, blank. He's judging. Does he spend the focus or does he use it for his other attack?
Where's his target lock?
He's spend the focus.
Where's quick draw's target lock?
Evade, spend the focus to evade target lock. There is no target lock. But he gets one now. Because fire control system. Oh, it was on Sabine, apparently. Was it? Yeah, it was on
Sabine.
So. Yeah. So yeah, it switches back to the Hawk, and he's going to shoot out the rear at number 4 A-Wing.
With 2 dice.
There's a hit. Chances are he's going to evade that. Oh, it's number 3. Okay. Makes sense. He's the one who bumped. It makes absolute sense. He got an evade.
Nice.
Still nothing. Surely he can't be planning this, can he?
Do you want to put a bet out there?
No. I'm not doing that. It's being professional, and even though as tempting as it might be, because it'd be
I'll tell you, at
hilarious.
the start of the game, if you were to put a bet on it, it'd be probably a similar kind of odds as what Leicester was to win the Premier League last season, the season before, at 5,000 to 1.
I wouldn't know. I don't follow football. But...
No, I remember several people that, as the year went on, they got offers from the betting companies to buy them out because it was getting expensive for them.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a side point. The
is...
ion cannon has to shoot number 3.
Or do you go for quick draw? Because then
no. You've got no real power shots.
And she can shoot back. Yeah, you're correct.
Why would you expose yourself?
Yep, go for 3. And that puts them in a bad position and also makes it difficult quick draw.
I don't know, because there's 2 target locks there. I'm proposing that second target lock on Jan is from a Mega Leader.
To stop attacks at Mega Leader, yes. Because
So-
he knows that the ion cannon will mess up his day.
Oh, yeah. So if it was me, my target is to go for...
3.
Go
Yeah.
for 3.
You're right. He has a focus, but hopefully you can strip it. Well, actually, you can't strip it. There's nothing else attacking. Actually, no, Jess could. So could 5.
Jess could. Sabine could. We know that because Sabine fired a snapshot.
In that case, yeah, there you go. And it has to be... Well, it has to be... But the thing is, it has to be Jan first.
Has to be Jan first. That's fine. If he spends his focus to stop the ion coming through. Just one. Double black.
Oh, that's painful. That's just...
He can't now even evade 1.
This is just not going well for him. Poor Owen. He's ionized. He's taken 1 damage. And now everyone knows where he's going to be.
Number 4 could turn left.
Yeah.
You know, Sabine could deliberately go out there and try and block.
The feeling number 3 next round is going to be like a deer in headlights.
You know, Sabine could barrel roll backwards and then bank into position to cause the block. And then if that block works, it probably also blocks quick draw as well.
Possibly, yeah.
And also, that shot from Sabine could now be 4 dice.
2 hits from Owen. He needs this. 0 blank out.
Oh.
Damage. Finally. Sorry, David. 2 shields removed.
Shield and a damage card.
Damage card. Yes, that's on Rourke.
Jan.
Jan. I hate you for saying Rourke earlier.
Sorry.
I should know this. Jan's the one who flies the crow most of the time. 1 hit from Badette, which is a crit. I believe this is Sabine Wren.
If it was Sabine
Nothing.
Wren, I would have taken the stress to make that 4 dice.
Yes. Yes.
Unless he's got range. No.
Didn't get attacked.
No.
Didn't get a hit.
No. This is going to put a focus onto...
4?
Yeah, because
Yep.
4 will have a
4's
shot.
the one's got a shot. Out, I think. Yep, it's out.
But
Ooh.
but part of me would have had Sabine roll 4 dice.
Look at that.
Harpoons.
Harpoons. Here come the harpoons.
Where's the harpoon coming from?
Yeah, that's the point. Why knows where the harpoons come from.
Unless it's just out of range 1. And it's in range 2, so Jan is at range 2. Oh, you're kidding me.
Oh, look at that. But he has got a target lock.
Are you sure it's that one? I don't think it is.
That's oh my goodness.
I think that's
Targeting
synchronizer.
synchronizer. He'd have to spend the target lock, so he has to reroll.
No, he's using quick draws.
Okay. And then there's... Okay, so Jan is getting harpoon, which would kill her anyway.
Not with a...
If he rolls
Oh, yeah.
perfect, but yeah, it's probably...
Still
gonna
would
kill her.
take 2, then get the harpoon in condition, and he would have died off the harpoon because it's 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, dead.
That takes 3, so... Because it's 4.
Yeah, if it had been
Yeah.
2 natural evades, 2 would then become 3 when... No, because it just applies the condition, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
It doesn't do anything. It's after the condition is applied. That's a shame.
Still, it's something for Owen to walk away with. He's taken off ship off the board, which is...
But still, points-wise, it's only just about half.
Yeah, it's going to be a morale boost, though. It's going to be a morale boost. And it has taken off an extra attack dice from any one ship.
That's why I would have given Sabine the roll, just in case.
Although, oh, and he did avoid the splash damage. Did he avoid the splash damage? Condition.
Because the condition is applied after he's destroyed, it does not stick.
Yeah.
The condition applies after damage is resolved.
I'm sure Chris Yules is dealing with that. Yeah, hit.
Oh, come on.
Oh, God. So, quick draw, lose her shield. She gets an attack, though. She still gets
Only out of her rear.
That's true, yeah, and she can't add extra dice.
And it'll be against number 4. Well, no, do you
She
go
can
for
shoot
number 3?
She can shoot 3. I'll shoot a 3. Why shoot 4? No focus to spend. Nah. God, can't even. God. Get your extra attack, roll 2 focus with no focus token. That sounds about right.
That's why expertise 1 is so much better. But he's
different.
He's
Yeah.
saved the points elsewhere.
Yeah, that's the thing, because that's 4 points you're pumping into it.
But an expertise quick draw
Efficient,
is...
yeah, but 1 hit from number 4.
Yep.
One
Evaded.
There we go. There's an evade.
This is Jess. So that must have been from number 5.
Well,
This is Jess.
This is Jess, and she's got rerolls and no focus.
Rerolls, a focus.
Oh, she does because of... Hold on.
No, number 5 has the focus.
Yeah, I was about to say, because... How did she get focus? Because...
He put the focus on number 4 to stop him going for number 4.
I think it's to do with the...
It's not Rourke.
No, I'm just trying to look at the operator.
It only does one. It doesn't do more than one. Jess doesn't have a focus. Jess is stressed.
I don't know if your internet's gone potato or if it's ours, but Jess is stressed, yes, but she applied it through the operations specialist. It's a sign of focus, not take a focus action.
No. He put it on number 4.
But there was another attack that didn't hit, I believe.
It's once per...
No, it's whenever, yeah. It's whenever an attack is missed. Another damage card goes on to, I assume, the Gamma Squadron veteran.
Okay.
It's still not going well for Owen at this point.
No.
He needs to get that Gamma around, which unfortunately is not happening this round, to at least fire the last harpoons.
But this is the thing. If it was me, I would barrel roll with Sabine,
Yes.
bank to cover the angle, cause a block, swing number 4 in, screen number 5 up, move... Yeah, bits basically... You move all of where Badette's number 4, Jess, and 5 into position to shoot down hard on it.
That's fair. How did you find out about us, Peterson ZF? I'm just curious how our name got out. So here we go.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing, of course.
No, of course not. In fact, it's a good thing. It's just I'm just curious, like how he heard about us. And anyone else in the channel who is new, please let us know how you heard about our channel. Okay, so we're into dials, and as we can see, Chris knows exactly what Sabine is doing. So I think you're right about the block coming.
It has to be. I think
Because
Sabine's...
it will stop a barrel roll from the ship to try and get out of arc, if anything. And it will shut down any modification, because I mean, no focus or nothing.
And also at this point, because Quick Draw has spent her harpoon. Was it Quick Draw?
Yes, the quick draw harpoon is gone.
No.
It was
Gamma
number
Squad.
3, which is good. So that's off. He needs to kill quick draw before she gets her harpoon off, which is not going to happen.
No.
Unfortunately.
But, on the other hand, though, she has to turn around. In her turning around, she will not have any attack mods. She's got no target lock at this stage.
Unless
Something shoots
her with snapshot.
At that point, I would elect not to. I would elect not to snapshot.
It is a May, yeah, you're right, it is a May.
Because you would get the target lock after that shot.
He found out about our guys a while ago on YouTube when I ran out of Team Covenant videos to watch. I'm glad that we're listed in the same kind of recommendation section as Team Covenant.
Especially bearing in mind how big Team Covenant are.
Team Covenant are like the biggest for streaming X-Wing at least. Well, not streaming, but videos for X-Wing.
I was going to say there's a slight difference in there. Doesn't Team Covenant do those posts?
They do theirs post. All of ours are done like live. Oh, thank you. What do you like about our style of commentary? What attracts you? In fact, if you're watching this live, let us know what you think of our commentary. Some people dislike how casual we are, but I actually like it. It's more like we're nothing more than just a couple of mates in a booth talking about X-Wing.
Yeah.
I'm the guy who I may wear this shirt and I may work here, but I'm not here working today. I'm on my own time today. And there's a 1 hard there for number 4.
There's got to be the block here. You wouldn't set that up for that to get away.
Exactly. Because
if it's doing a 1 straight, you could do a 1 straight. You've got to get the block.
You've got to. In fact, if you block, you might even get if you block close enough, you might even get a range 1 shot.
Yeah. So if it's range 1, you get a snapshot, and you get both.
Here's 5 with a 2 bank clearing the stress.
Yep.
Wise choice. I love the fact that all the 2 banks, all 2 maneuvers.
No. He's going to take an evade here. Think of Jess. He's covering his arcs. Jess will have the evade spend to help her attack out.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, Burdett deserves to win the tournament outright today.
He's flown extraordinarily
This is
well.
a list that would naturally counter, and he's fought hard against this.
It doesn't naturally. It all depends on the actual setup as well. If you get the setup wrong, you can get screwed.
That is true, but he's played this to absolute perfection.
He has. He's obviously practiced.
It's one of those things that'd be really hard at this stage for him to have done all this hard work and then for it to literally slip through his fingers.
Yeah, agreed. Well, you joke around a bit, which keeps it all light-hearted. You also appear on camera, which other channels don't, but that's not because it's live. We've actually had mixed reviews on the camera. We've had some people say they don't like that we have a camera for the big, which is not in the way. That's the way I see it. It's not like obscuring the action. But yeah, and as Crystal says, he's not won yet. It's not over until it's over.
Yeah. But the ball is definitely in Burdett's court here.
Oh yeah, he's running away with the ball at this point. One bank from Jess.
That's just reminded me of a Lee Evans joke. Say about footballs and pick it up and go. Oh, the referee pick it up and go. No, it's mine. Runs off with
that was close. Look at that Jess bank there.
Oh yeah.
If you don't like it, put a bit of calm.
And what I could just overhear there as well was Mr. Yules just making it clear that we're halfway through.
We are halfway through. An hour left. That's
an hour left.
Yeah.
And look what damage Burdett's done already.
I don't think we need an hour, but we'll see. Then again, it's only 2 ships out of 5 killed.
But remember that so far there's been 12 hit points. It's 12 hit points.
Yeah, and there's...
But Dad doesn't even have 12 hit points left. Sorry, O doesn't have 12 hit points left on the board at this stage, I don't think.
Yeah, it all depends.
There's a hull upgrade on Omega Leader.
Look at that! Perfect!
There's a hull upgrade on Omega Leader.
Oh, there is. You're right. So let's get rid of the shield door there. You're correct. Boom.
So there's 5...
Look at that.
9,
that is perfect.
There's 14 hit points left.
And there you go. A snapshot from number 4 right into the back. That was... Mwah. I can't do it better than that. Sorry, Owen, but I've got to hand it to Burdett there. That is absolutely amazing. It's incredible.
Just imagine if Jan had lived.
1 hit, Duke down. So it takes 1 hit anyway. Oh, God.
I'll tell you what, as much as this is like... In one sense, this is I'm not going to say a one-trick pony, but it's... I block stuff. I get my snapshots. I hit you when you don't have your modifications. It's really, really tough.
Meg's running. Mega Leader is running. She's
I wonder why.
I don't want any part of this. I don't want any part of this.
No, but in doing so, you got to target lock Ahsoka. Not Ahsoka, Sabine.
Sabine, yeah. Because Sabine
You've got to. It's the only target coming your way this turn.
Yeah. Ooh, he's checking a dial. It's a one-trick pony. Good trick. Good trick. It works, though.
There you go. There's a target lock on Sabine.
Yeah, it makes complete sense. There goes... And did Owen foresee the fact that Sabine might be there? And don't forget, Sabine is still fragile.
Ooh.
But
he's then taken this back. He's thought twice. No, yeah, he's going...
He's going for it because it will be her that gets a snapshot, and he's too close. And if he fires the missiles, he's welcome to do damage.
And also, if he misses...
Yeah.
Misses. Operations specialist.
Yeah. Passing a focus off to number 4, most likely. Or even Jess.
I would say number 4.
Jess
or keep it to herself.
Yeah.
He's forgotten it.
He has forgotten it.
He's forgotten it.
Okay, 4 dice from Quick Draw. That's 2 crits, 2 hits.
I would have set the focus back on.
Yeah, well, shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Unless he's already done a focus.
In fact, I think he did. Look at that. No, that's an evade.
So an evade and focus, and just imagine. Let's see these.
Oh, he's taking 2 crits. That's Sabine taking 2 crits. That's he's fine. He's got 3. He's taking 1 crit, which won't kill him. It's good thing. It's a direct hit.
But we don't know what the second one was. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
If the second one had just been a normal damage, i.e., or like even take a stress, something like that.
That's true, actually. Good point. Yeah, attack Mega Leader. Don't worry about quick draw, because if you attack quick draw, she'll kill Sabine.
And if you go do it,
No, he's attacking quick draw, I think.
but then the attack is bounced.
Bounce, yeah, so yeah.
So this is twice. He's not off. There we go. Now he's done it.
Oh, I think he's going for quick draw. Oh, I think that's a mistake. I mean, yes, he's got to punt damage into her, but...
That's twice he's missed his own ability, his own trigger.
Yeah.
I would have done a focus on that one, then you have a focus on 5.
Quick draw loses a shield. Oh! Oh, no. Oh, Duke down.
No. This is on the bomber.
Oh, it's on the bomber, is it? Ooh. Yeah, Duke it down. 2 cards. Bomber. No! Wait, what? Quick draw's already lost everything? That's amazing. That I didn't see coming. Okay, that's... Okay. Well, that changes things quite a lot.
I'll tell you what. There's no coming back.
No, that's it. Game over, man. Game over. Yes.
Duke here as well.
Yeah, Duke here.
That's 2 that's gone through.
That's 2 that's gone through. Bomber.
The damage cards have gone AWOL.
Damaged engine. I thought it was direct hit then, but... So, damaged engine. So all turns are red, which for bombers, well, fair enough. That's one more set of turns that are red, I guess.
Does Jess have a shot?
Oh, dear lord. This is... Dead. And then that leaves Meg all on her lonesome.
Now you have the issue. Which one of those 5 would you put the target lock on?
And that's how you kill a Mega Leader. You have too many targets for, like, you can't target lock all my ships, you know. Oh my god. I've never thought this would come down to this.
Even if she had a crew slot. So if she had a crew slot and had weapons...
He's making sure he gets this kill. He's not... ooh.
Reroll 1, 2?
Yep, 2. So he gets rerolled in 2. 3. Dead.
3.
Dead.
Yep.
You can't survive that.
Still has to roll dice for damage state.
He got 2 evades. He got 2 evades at least, but...
The Gamma's dead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's dead. Unless we've been counting that wrong and putting the damage in the wrong place. Actually, I think that might be the case. That is the case. We've been putting... Some of the damages were going towards quick draw. It's dead.
No,
no, it's gone. It's gone. Spoke too soon on that one as well.
We might get the damage slightly out of place, but...
Well, we won't need an hour, because Meg is probably going to bugger off.
I reckon within the next 20 minutes, this is game done.
Yeah, this is it. Chris is in no rush. As Chris Neal says, he's got an hour to catch Meg. He's
conceded.
Owen is conceding, which is wise.
But I would have kept going, because I know it doesn't mean much, but if you kill Sabine...
Maybe, but I think at that point Owen's like, I'm not having fun. Let's just call her down.
If it was me, I'd had one more turn, try to kill Sabine. If that hadn't worked, then I'd have called it.
Do we dare bring them in?
I would ask.
I'm going to ask. I'm going to go and ask.
It's worth an ask. Because that was...
horrifying.
That was horrifying. Even if we can't get Owen, it'd be nice to have Chris. Wow. So it's not only that Chris has won this round, he is also the tournament winner. He has won outright. Chris hasn't been beaten all day. He was 2-0 to be on table 1 after game 3. For game 3. He beat Hedge, and now he's beaten Owen. Apparently the other game... So Hedge was playing Chris Turner, who's also apparently 2-1 at that stage. So, Badet winning this round means he has won the tournament outright. So we've had some, interesting. The last 3 tournaments we've had some interesting winners for the tournaments. Like Trench Run Neil won the stand. I can't remember who won the Hangar Bay. And then Badet's now won the Escalation.
That we assume. We don't know for certain.
We know it for a fact. If Chris Turner is 2-1, Hedge is on the same table. He is also 2-1. We know that.
It comes down... Yeah, true.
He's
That's
gone
a good
4-0.
point. Yeah, gone 4-0.
He must have gone 4-0 because it was 2-0 to play Hedge on top table.
Yeah. That is.
If you haven't won the tournament outright, I'd eat my own hat.
Do you have a hat to eat?
I do it back at base, and that's my Captain America hat.
Oh dear. They are coming. They're just going to pack up and then they'll be back.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was incredible to watch. I didn't see that coming, and it was quite a great end to a great day.
I'll tell you what though.
Yeah.
The defense dice Owen had.
They were awful.
They were some of the worst dice you could ever see.
Yeah. That was just completely like, no, not today, no. And even when he did, he got
even his
one.
reds. You think net damage that's been done here is 7?
Yeah. I mean, what's crazy is when you think about it, it's even when he got one roll, usually Duke was in play.
Do what's ironic?
What?
I lent him one of those Dukes.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm not saying I want to share the spoils, but it's just like a kind of little funny, poetic kind of thing.
How many players are there? Do we get?
15.
15 players.
There's 14 in Wojtek.
14 in Wojtek, so yeah, there is a buy in there. But 15 players, not bad. Not bad at all. That's about average for our tournaments. We sometimes score a bit higher, sometimes a bit lower, but that's
I
dead on
reckon
the money.
in January the numbers are going to go that way.
What, spike up? What, for practice? Yeah, I'm pretty sure
and it's
they
a
are.
standard event.
It is standard.
And we were doing effectively standard in February. Those are also going to Yavin in March.
Take care, Neil.
Yavin in March. That's a lot of standard play.
That is, yeah. We'll see a lot going on there.
Yeah, no, it's... time has just gone so...
Yeah,
so quick.
I mean,
this game.
that's the thing we were going to discuss in the year wrap up, wasn't it? Because we on the Christmas special, we started streaming a bit early.
Yep, 5:45.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, 5:45. So instead of 7 o'clock, we're starting a whole hour
and a bit
earlier
because we're going to have the unboxing game.
Mm-hmm. So what you can do is this Thursday we're unboxing the new items,
Wave 12 team,
Wave 12 team, and we'll be presenting lists which people can vote for which list they would like to see flown.
I think to be honest, I probably won't submit because
That's fine.
like I said, I'd rather be in here. So
that's fine. So it'll be Wojtek, Max, and Robin submitting lists.
So Wojtek's in the so there could be 5.
Actually, not Wojtek. It's
just me, Max, and Robin, isn't it?
Yeah. So in that case, it's between Robin and Max's lists, and what you guys picked for them to fly. Hopefully we can see a variety. Now, the stipulation that I do give to the players is that they must include the new ships.
At least one of the new ships.
At least one of the new ships. In this case, because Rebels and Imperials have got 2, they'll have to include both. Just because that's just to showcase them. I mean...
That's going to be a little bit difficult because the Resistance...
I'm aware. I'm well aware of that. But yeah,
but you can build around it.
We can build around it. I mean, who knows? We'll see how things progress, and then people can vote through the period until the 20th. Well, there'll be a cut-off date. I think it'll be the day before the 19th, so we know who's playing. Who's playing, just what they're playing. And so then the audience can get what they want to see. And that's the important thing. We want the audience to decide what they want to see, and that has always been very important to me for these kind of games. Is the audience sees what they want to see. I'm pretty much guaranteeing people will vote for the silencer at the very least.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be absolutely crazy.
I think there might be a silencer. I'm partly thinking the Camoglia might get a run as well.
I'm thinking that, but then again, people might want to see both rebel ships in action. So, because don't forget, if they go Scum, they're only getting 1 ship, whereas if they go Rebel or Imperial, they're getting 2. That's the offset.
4 out of 5 rather than 3.
Yeah, that's what people might go for. They might go for the logical way, which is what I would vote for.
No, but it depends on how the list is. Like I've had when I voted on the last unboxing we did, I voted on the list, not matter who it was actually flying it. I vote my choices on how the lists are put together and what I think of the list. Like if it's something interesting or if I think it might do well.
Yeah.
Maybe
we'll see. We'll see how the votes go. So yeah, we have that match at the start. So from 5 45.
I think so, yeah.
We start that. We have that match. We then have like a wrap up at the end quickly. Like we literally move very quickly on that one. And then we have our special edition Christmas game, which is John Easter / Toby Maverick Brown, depending who can fly it.
Yeah.
Running the Vader and TIE Swarm against Chris Neal's All X-Wing Trench Run squad. Finally, and then that's it. Then we have the wrap up. We have our yearly wrap up, which we talk about how things have gone this year in terms of X-Wing and for the stream. Hello guys, thank you for joining us. Please put your bags down there and just I'll move this out for you and get that out of the way.
You'll be soon in the warmest place in the house.
Yeah, great. Everything you can see off screen you can't see is incredibly clear in this room, by the way. Just
Yes.
just so you.
Yeah, this is the only mess in the room.
Yeah.
Not at all true. At all.
Pristine corridors we walk through to get here.
But yes, so that was quite an interesting match. I think it's fair to say. We actually went in going thinking you had the disadvantage, giving that harpoons were a thing.
If I had managed the approach, he would have done.
Yeah.
But I think I was getting karma for spending a long time running Snapdragon A-Wings and making people cry when my dice were hot. Because it does make you cry, and that's what happened today.
Yes.
I am weeping.
Yes, I think we've discussed it, and basically as a case of it was all about the approach, right? As you saw,
It was
there
that-
was,
it
you
was
know,
that- those
that
K-turns.
kind
It
of
was.
inside.
No,
the
it was
approach.
before the K-turns.
Yeah,
it was the turn before.
Yeah.
So basically, I learnt at the knee of Darth Farndon, he of the First Order Mastery par excellence, who I practiced the 150 point and the 120 and the 90 against on Wednesday. And I've never really run these ships before. I've never really run ordnance ships, and I've done quick draw a bit, but not properly like this. And he was saying basically, you always one forward to open, unless you're dealing with something which is going to come at you very fast. Because if
A-Wings
you-
is susceptible to doing that.
and if he'd come 5 forwards and I hadn't gone up fast, I couldn't have avoided the range 1 snapshot fest in the second round. There would have been no way. Because if he does a 5 forward twice, there ain't nothing I can do that gets out of range 1. So I tried to go faster forward, and he split the difference. In fact, if
Yes,
he'd
I
done
went
5
too.
or 1,
Yeah, it would have been. You'd have been
I would have
fine.
been okay.
Yeah, I mean, part of that was because of the harpoons. Because basically, I didn't have them all as a 6-ship formation. I had the 3 in the middle, and so I was rolling forward slowly so that the other ones could come in from the flank. And obviously, they weren't going to be coming up as fast. So that was one of the reasons. But there was also the whole sort of how do I stay out of range 2 to 3, and then get into range 1 where I'm going to be doing all the
Yeah,
the
it
fun
was one of
stuff.
those things you had to be at range 4, then 1.
Yes,
And that's a very hard thing to try and judge.
but it's also very hard to from the other side
absolutely.
to do the alternate. And like I say, I know because I've flown those A-Wings,
Yes.
and it's very difficult because you kind of have to joust. Because what I actually should have done is pulled you through the rocks.
Yes,
Because I probably had a better chance of getting my harpoons off through the rocks than you had a chance of doing your snapshot through the
yes,
rocks.
absolutely.
And that would have been a much better move. But I basically lost it on my first set of dials. And the K-turns, I know they looked a bit mad, but that's my farthest move. Everything else I do goes less distance, but still sits in range 1.
Unless maybe you'd have done a 1 straight.
No.
No. Because it's the case that you wanted to make sure if you've jumped over them, you jumped over them. If not,
I
you
hit
bumped.
them.
Yes.
But if a 1 straight, I would have still been smacked by the whole
Yep.
list. Because he came forward quite fast.
I thought it was room to block.
Don't forget that when you do a 1 forward, you're technically doing a 2 because you are you're
Yeah.
leaping.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Well, no, because remember, so I had done rule of 11. I'd done a 4 forward, so I was on 5. He'd done a 2
to start
forward,
with.
so 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I do a 1 forward, that's 10, and then any maneuver he does, yeah, it would have been. Yeah, I mean, I could have done it, but I didn't think it was going to work. So I thought I'd play for the going fast, and if I'd managed to smack him in a better way and avoid the snapshots a bit more, and hadn't taken it in the teeth quite so badly, then I could have. The next round, if I'd got an ion bomb off, but unfortunately he killed the only thing that could bomb.
Well, he killed one and I on the other.
Yes.
And he killed the only one facing in the right direction to bomb. because the other one had managed the K-turn, so the bomb was on the wrong side.
Oh, right, bomb's an action bomb.
No,
Oh,
the
yeah,
real
it's a real.
maneuver.
Right,
And
okay.
because his ion had no dial to remove it, so therefore he couldn't
And I
drop the
couldn't
bomb.
drop it.
Right, okay.
So I was in
He
a
was
situation.
also stressed as well, wasn't he, that one?
Yeah,
So,
that wouldn't have mattered though,
Right, that's what I was wondering.
because it's a reveal bomb. So
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have done a 4 straight, still been ioned.
Yep.
And because he was ioned, he couldn't reveal a dial.
Absolutely, and that's the problem. Yeah, okay. There's a bit of luck for me then. I didn't realise that's quite how the technicalities worked.
yeah, so that was pretty rough, and you had some nice snapshots. And also, what I did like was the op spec, as we
Yes.
discussed.
Well, that's actually one I got from you.
Yeah.
Literally, having the last tournaments when you had op spec on the Azituks with Brain and Stramon, the 2 Azituks.
Yeah.
And basically, the Azituks were there with Gunner, and missed. Oh, I'll give them a focus and try again with this Gunner. I thought, what? How does that win? How have you done that 3 times in one turn? So, it's op spec. It's a really good crew card. So I was basically there going, right, what's the cheapest rebel ship I can have and give it that crew on? Because that's really good.
And actually, Sabine is the right choice, because that boost or barrel before you move really lets you, for her PS, keep her out of trouble.
Yes.
Because that's why in the end I just shot her, because also in the end I wanted to kill something. I conceded, so I get 150 MOV loss. I don't get credit for the kills I made, but at the same time,
It depends, because
no, you
sometimes...
No, you don't.
concede.
You don't.
I conceded
You
because,
conceded.
to be honest, I didn't. Also we discussed this earlier before we started. As I did well through the day and got to 3-0, I realised the dreadful truth, which is when you play the final in Escalation,
You
you're
have
playing
to
for
win.
1st and 7th.
Really?
Well, normally
Pretty much.
I've dropped. Like I said, the Escalation where Max brought 4 YV666s and a bumping jump master. I played him in the final with my mind link list, and he had tactician on all of his YVs. That was horrible. Should have streamed that one, and I literally came 7th, being 3-0, and I stopped him winning because I did quite well. But it's very hard if you lose the last round to grind out the MOV.
If you're going to go 3-1, you'd rather lose the first one and do all right in the
Anything
others.
except the last one. You can
Because
come
this is worth
second
300.
by losing
Yeah.
game 3 or game 2. Certainly.
Yes, in some ways, losing the first game and then winning the next 3 obviously is not quite the best thing to do. Best thing to do is win all 4, but the
But if
next
you're
best
going
thing
to
to do
lose,
is
Well done.
Yeah, well done.
if you're going to lose one, lose the first.
lose the first one, and then obviously your next 3 games are going to be against relatively easy opponents because you drop down right to the bottom, and then got a slightly more chance. I think there's even a name for it. Is it submarining? Is that-
Submarining.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
you,
actually
yeah,
exciting.
you lose, but you maintain as much MOV as you can.
Mhm.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
I don't know if people actually try to do that at tournaments.
I just think it happens.
I think they're very
Yeah.
foolish. I think that's the name they call to luck when
Yes.
you pull it back after an
Yeah,
initial
try to
loss.
play the system is probably
Yeah,
not the
that
best
would be
idea.
like going to say, for example, Yavin, which we know for Yavin, it's first 3 rounds, you have to go at least 2-1. So you're saying you'll lose the first one, win the next 2, get yourself through.
I'm not saying it's a good idea.
No.
But,
Yeah,
No.
if you're going to lose any, if the first one's best. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
But,
that was very insane to watch, though. Was because no, just
I hope so.
Well,
It wasn't fun to fly.
just
from my side.
because we thought you had it. We thought you had it until the approach happened,
And for
it's
that, and for that, like, the first 2 shots of the game, we're like, how much damage has gone back the other way?
He said it came out to check. Yeah.
that's why I had to check.
And it was just
But
like,
you also there was you were getting some pretty good rolls
I-
on the shots I was managing to make.
yeah,
Yes, I was
and
saying to you, I don't believe in dice luck, but I'm going to have to change my opinion on that one because and it's been the way all day for me actually, and for a high variance list, that's really really handy. And that's,
Yeah, A-wings, they're very high variance.
I think also, oddly enough, so I'd only practiced the 150 once, but in some ways my list is weakest at 150 because if you've got enough other ships, you can put my bombers down. Whereas in the earlier rounds, when I had 1 and 2 bombers, the other person didn't have enough shots on a single bomber
yeah.
to
kill it before the ordnance
or
would trigger.
before the second ordnance would trigger, or before it had actually got, it was much easier to concentrate fire. So, I was suggested by Darth London to maybe consider something like Tomax Bren or sticking something else in at the end instead of another bomber. At the same time, the list was thematically harpoons everywhere and Amiga leader because
Yes.
Of course.
But it was one of those things. It's just like when we realised what was starting to happen, it was just like that first round you basically killed 2.
It was still like
without any damage.
it was still a case of okay, so it's the round where Owen's going to turn it around because all it took is one bad maneuver.
No, but it didn't because
Yeah, I know.
because you can't. He's always going to be taking an evade.
Yes, as
And
simple as
that means that even if I roll 4 crits naturally on a harpoon, I can't I can't reliably put his ship down.
No, because 3 evades, well, then that's
And
it.
yeah, so unless I literally push, unless he blanks out, I get everything including a crit, and it happens to be a direct hit. That's the only way I can insta-kill one of his ships. And that's not ideal.
I don't know. There's a fair bit of bumping, so there are some A-wings without tokens now and again. But
True.
it's kind of hard to avoid at that
And you
point.
did the snap ranges really nicely.
Oh, thank you.
We lost track of quick draw because we honestly didn't expect it to go when she did.
We
thought she had
her
a
at-
shield
we,
slot.
we had her, that was the first, that shot before was the only shield she lost.
Did she lose?
No, she lost one shield early on, then she lost both her other shields and a hull,
Yep.
which obviously they both triggered return shots, and then it was just they only had 2 hull.
That's the thing, with all the snapshots and everything, there was a lot to keep track of. in
Yes.
both,
Yeah,
'cause-
but I could probably have done better with the whole sort of here's a snapshot.
That's
Escalation,
fine.
I thought you might be getting bored of seeing
No,
snapshots
it's
in
fine.
in the camera, but
Escalation's the hardest anyway.
Escalation is the hardest to do because there's so much stuff going on. That's why I'm not looking forward to the special edition game, but we'll figure that out. But
But
Or just make them use something like dice counters for.
yeah,
off.
yeah,
Would actually be easier for that particular one.
true.
it takes a bit of organisation ahead of time, though, doesn't
True.
it? But
I think they have them for Magic here anyway. From
We've
Magic.
got 3 of them. Well, I think
or if it's low ones,
oh
the
yeah,
the
but
Athena
yeah,
ones.
Yeah.
But it was one of those games where it was just like, well, it was the comment that was made that it must have been really hard to go up against something that you've played a lot of.
Yes.
Because I've been at a situation where I've had ghosts to kill or 2400s to kill, and it's just like
You realise how hard it's going to be.
It's not only that.
it's that.
There was an issue, which is that having messed up the approach, mea culpa, sorry, first order devotees, the best case for me was the things that I then had the opportunity to kill were A-Wings. Because that list crumbles when you take the A-Wings away. Because every A-Wing you take off, it's 2 shots around, so a snap and a range 1 if he gets it right, and you did. And it's another dice that Jess can't re-roll.
Or another dice that Jess can't add.
Get.
yes,
Or add. But that's what I mean. But yeah, so it's a lot of benefit. The problem was the way it went, because he also ioned me. The only things I could shoot were Sabine and the Hawk. If you think, I don't know how much you remember it, but so we basically rammed everything into each other. Quick Draw had gone up the right hand side, but the A-Wings had started to turn. If Quick Draw had done anything other than what she did, they would have. If she tried to turn into them, maybe she gets very lucky and kills one, but there's still 2 in Jess there. I didn't have enough to punch into the A-Wings after the initial pass, so I had to go for the other stuff, which left me to be eaten by A-Wings.
Yes, absolutely. And the thing is, at 150 points, Jess becomes ridiculous because just got that much more in the way of re-rolls. And actually, I've played her quite a lot, but I still had to sort of recheck the cards. How many re-rolls do I? Oh, it is 1 for every single friendly one. I can re-roll up to 4 or 5 dice then. Okay, that's useful.
Yeah, especially when you're adding dice and getting so much dice to work.
No, is it really up to 5? I thought there was a maximum of.
No
maximum.
There's the maximum on the
Swarm Leader. Sorry,
Yeah.
Swarm Leader.
Swarm
But
Leader's
there's
up to 2
nothing-
dice.
Oh, no, it is up to 3, I think, isn't it?
No, 2. You can only add 2 dice with Swarm Leader.
No, you can reroll each year's running ship range 1.
Yep.
So if you're, like for example, if she had stealth device or whatever and started to have more defense dice there as well, that would also.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you're sinking points into it.
That's
so.
the only problem with it is because having done a practice game with Christopher Puttock, actually, he pointed out that the only way he figured out halfway through the game to get rid of Jess was just to do more damage than she could re-roll, because she's only rolling 2 dice. So stealth device isn't a bad idea because then you're re-rolling 3, but just to punch the damage through on Jess and get rid of her. But then you're dealing with snapshot A-wing, so it's damned if you don't. Really.
No, I think in the end you have to kill the A-Wings first. I think unless you get a very lucky shooting Jess in the back type situation. Although you did it, you also did it wrong one time. You always shoot the A-Wings
first, so they could.
Jess.
So they
and
can
there was
use
one round where you didn't.
Maybe because they didn't have an evade, in which case there was no.
No, I
point.
know. No, there was one round where one of them I remember thinking, oh, he should have shot it the other way around because he would have got another potentially evade
damage
token
through
to.
because of Duke.
Because
That's the lovely thing, because Jess is PS3, so are the A-Wings. So
Jess should always fire
so
last.
you get double the benefit from the evade tokens, which is great.
The only sad thing is that I love that list at 100 points, despite the variance. Op-Spec really helps, but I don't think you can get Op-Spec into a Snap Duke A-Wing list at 100 points.
I had it at 90.
You would lose. You would lose one of your snapshot A-wings for a
And
replacement.
I don't think 2 is worth it. I think 2 snapshot A-wings, Jess. I mean, maybe
Oh
it
yes,
is. And
yes,
so-
I fitted in. For my 90, I had the 3 fully kitted A-wings plus Sabine with
Yes.
the op spec. So
I think that's not bad for
which
a
is-
90 point, but for a 100 point, when you could take
Yeah.
Jess and 3, I can't see a way you can squeeze op spec in.
no, not until they put a passenger seat in the T70,
Yes.
which would be nice.
T70,
Excellent fix.
T70 does not need a buff.
It does
T70
not, no.
is a really
No,
nice
I
ship.
quite agree.
It's fine.
65 needs a buff, not the 70. Not the 70.
Unless your name is Chris Neal.
Well, yeah, but he's really good at flying it. Just
Or Mr. Yules.
a good pilot can sometimes outfly someone with a less superior craft.
And also, you think, oh, I'm flying against T65 X-Wings. This should be, oh, what's he done?
Yeah, that's it.
You barely started.
You become overconfident. It's like, oh, I can take these on. Oh no, I can't. You know.
But
Been there, done that.
but no, it. When I was looking at that game going on, you put that message up at the start saying it's the reason why you put me on stream to make it easy. Well, the response is partly,
Yes.
but
didn't get that on
also,
monitor.
but also, so the other pairings you had Hedge. Well,
Mhm.
we had him against you,
Yeah.
against Mr. Turner.
Right.
We'd also had who else we have on the stream?
We'd had Hedge Turner. We have. Oh,
Who was
God.
the first
Will.
game?
Will. Green.
Will. He was paired against. I can't remember who he was paired against. And the pairings not in here. But basically,
Steven
the only pairing the only table that we would have had where there was no pairing was Wojtek and John.
Right.
And we've seen Wojtek and John plenty on the stream.
Exactly.
Exactly our thoughts. So.
No, it's fair
basically-
enough.
But basically, because it all worked out,
Mhm.
it was getting to that point of we can't really work it out because I think there was one match where Mike was paired maybe against somebody who wasn't, but Mike didn't want to go on stream, so that added to the complications as well.
John will get his time in the special edition.
Yes.
I'd also always point out, this is more for the regulars than maybe people around the world, but our local player Wojtek, who always plays Scum, he's a mono faction person. Weird.
I used to be until the start of
But,
this year.
The bane of his life is flying against lists with Omega Leader in them, and I think he's flown against 3 today.
You fly against him.
Yeah, I did. And then,
And
when,
then
I
John.
saw his last round pairing was John, I saw him weeping to himself. Did he really have to fly against Omega Leader again?
Do you know what? I made a comment though because you're playing the John Easter special because that's the
Sort
way.
of.
Because he says com relay, hull upgrade, and
Yeah.
Duke. That's the way he
But
always builds it.
I learned how to fly Omega Leader from listening to, watching, and reading John's rather nice blog post about it, which he published. Omega Leader was alive at the end, right?
Yeah.
This was the only ship I had. What I have learned, telling the world, either flank, but that's actually quite hard to do, especially in 150 points. But basically, stick Omega Leader out there as a lure on one side to see if they'll set up against it, and then just hard turn it in behind the rest of your list, because Omega Leader doesn't want to be in the first engagement. Because in the first engagement, unless you want to use her as a sort of quasi-Biggs when everyone will just kill her, you want her alive at the end of the game. So what you wanted to do is stay a bit back, maybe have 1 or 2 ships in range, lock the more dangerous, chip off a bit of damage, and just kind of sit behind or to one side of the action. And that definitely does work. That's definitely, I think, the way to make Omega Leader incredibly irritating.
Yeah.
There you go. It's also nice to have you on the stream as well, and here.
And
Because
it's
Well, actually, it was funny because you played Hedge round 3
Yes.
with Star Vipers, and you played them in.
That's what
the
I played
Joker
last.
tournament.
Yes, that's
So
right.
it's,
Yeah.
so it's weird that you sort of had, the list that you would probably
Yeah.
fly
'Cause-
against a list
Which-
that Owen would fly.
Yeah.
very quickly, was that also a scenario of like you know how to fly against it, or
Not as probably yes it helped. I was this close to running 5-star Vipers when I saw Hedge brought them. I asked somebody we had come up with almost identical lists because after I ran the 4-star Vipers it was fun. In fact, I ran when the Guns for Hire came out. So I ran another 4-star Viper list which was slightly better than my 4 PS1s one I did before Guns for
Much
Hire.
better.
yeah.
Which was fun, but it was still a case of, well, I think 3-star Viper list at 100 points is probably more effective.
yeah.
But when I was doing that, I was thinking, well, okay, it comes around 90 points, unless you want to start putting extra torpedoes on. But, well, and to which actually Hedge pointed out, well, advanced proton torpedoes on Guri is actually quite useful, but which hadn't occurred to me. But I thought, well, it's not about a 90-point list, really. I thought, escalation. that would be good. I could run it for Escalation, and then I just happened to be playing around with the Rebel list, and I always used to play A-Wings quite a lot, and then stopped just before sort of Duke and Snapshot and that kind of thing came out. So it was really going back to my early days of playing X-Wing, and it's amazing how quickly it comes back to you.
Is this your first? Because there's no surprise in telling people you won the tournament. Congratulations!
Yeah, we did. I did the calculations after the pairing. I was like, hang on a minute, it's two ones everywhere else, max.
Yeah, no one else could win.
And it was a shootout.
I don't think
No one
you
else
can.
could win, yeah.
No one else.
Isn't there anyone else on the second table on 3-0?
No.
No.
As far as I'm aware,
Page
no.
lost to you,
I
and
mean,
Turner apparently was 1-1 at lunch.
until I hear it, I don't want to say yes.
No,
but-
fair enough.
yeah,
Well,
but,
I'll...
So
you know,
I will drop down
I'll be-
somewhere to, like I say, 7th or
it's
so
not your
mid
first win, Athena, though, is it? You won back in the Imdar Alpha.
Many, yes, that's right.
You know.
Well, I don't know whether it counts as a win or not, because the format for that
It was very
was
different, yeah.
it was is it wave 3 with the E-wing and
Wave 4.
Wave 4.
The top 4 players got to choose the ship, and they had to build that into their list.
That's right. So
Yeah.
there was the final cut was basically you had your Swiss pairings, of which I came second, and then Dave Clark won. And so he got first choice.
That was it, yeah.
So he chose the Phantom and took it out of its wrapper, and I took the E-wing because I was just playing Rebels at that point, and I locked out pretty much because Dave was trying to figure out how to play a Phantom, because as we were saying earlier,
was
those
new.
days they weren't spoiled so
But
much.
they were also that was before the nerf. So had,
Before
he,
advanced-
had he understood
yeah,
how to
deep
run it,
load.
he probably
Yes.
would have destroyed
Absolutely.
anyone at the time.
Whereas I looked at E-wing and went, I think push the limit and R2D2 might work on this. Let's try that in the list, and that was a lot easier to sort of get to grips with, I think, than trying to fly a Phantom. So I won that by virtue of winning the final cut there. So, but that was a few years ago.
Yeah, it was 2-3 years ago now.
Yes,
back in the Stone Age of X-Wing.
well, back in the slightly smaller shop.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, of
that was
course.
back in the old store. I was there. That was my first. That was my second tournament I attended. That was fun. But no, I brought that tidbit up because I thought it was interesting. But yeah, no, and you don't often get to come down and play here, so it's nice to see you.
It's hard to get down during the week,
I'm aware of
unfortunately.
that.
So yes, I'll try and make tournaments when I
Well,
can.
that's all right. It's just nice to see you, and of
Oh,
course
thank you
we've
very
not had Owen on the stream a lot, especially out here as well.
Well, and recently because Owen's not been around.
I'm always away.
That's fine. So it was like a nice finish where the two people who we don't see often,
Yeah.
but still regulars, get to play here.
Yes.
So it was,
And of course, it had to be when I get destroyed.
So
It's right. To be fair, I only
ironically-
wanted the participation prize because, yeah, I mean, if you don't mind mentioning what the kit is, the Q4 kit is a bit odd for me because you've got a great participation prize in the Omicron Group pilot, and then the top two, it's Horton Salm. So yeah,
that
Rebel
works for me.
player.
Yep, good.
But unless there's a Y-wing fix for named Y-wings I don't know about.
There doesn't need to be one.
Well, from
Dutch
Rebel,
Vander.
for Rebel Life.
Dutch
For
Vander.
yeah,
is
but for
what I
Horton
say.
Salm, are you going to use Horton Salm realistically?
TLT.
Yeah, but then what is it worth the tax over even like a gold squadron? I mean, the cheap ones are so effective with the TLT, it's just not there. And the illicit tokens are fantastic, but at 100 point, and this is for 100 point, generally 100 point, there is precisely one ship that can take Jabba and about 2 builds that therefore make sense. You have
Well,
to take
Toby
a
would have been
YV,
entire effect because
that's the choice.
the hot shot beignets.
Yeah.
but it's a YV666 carrying Jabba plus either something with 2 illicit slots, the Lancer, which Gareth Chambers ran quite successfully in Nationals season last year.
And more specifically, he was the best placed at Nationals with Jabba because he was the
He's
only
the
one
only
who
one.
ran it.
Or you take what Toby's brought, which is Jabba in a YV66 and
Beignets.
and a
Hot shot
bunch of
beignets.
hot shot Bonnet Pirates.
Which kind of is very much the scum version of the new Chewbacca build, essentially. If you think about it.
Yeah, it is, but still my point is that that's probably
Yeah.
the least useful top 2 prize. Sorry.
As I say, my first tournament wouldn't have one for a long
no,
time.
you'll
but-
actually get some other nice pretty target locks as well.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah,
Very nice,
yeah.
pretty target logs, which Owen's already got.
Well, I made them.
You
so
made them.
I decided I
Right.
didn't need to win to get some. I was just like, these are mine.
I think that's fair. Prerogative.
But it's a funny choice. I think. But the Omicron Group pilot's fantastic.
Yeah, it is a funny choice. It might be an indication of what they're trying to do. Because, I mean, they do try and use their old arts and prizes to push people towards different pilots and strategies. Not that they're viable, but it's something people do. So we might see something for the
Well,
Y-wing.
I'll tell you for me though, if the next tournament, which is a standard tournament, which I hope I can play in, which will be the last of the Q4.
Yes.
I would happily trade my Omicron for Dutch, for Horton Salm any day of the week because I don't fly a lander.
You don't even have one, do you?
Yeah, okay.
I don't fly a lander. I
that's
probably
fair.
will never fly a
No,
lander.
that's fair. But at least it's quite a nice picture on the card,
Yeah.
and it's for a very old ship that is still widely used because of not just Palpatine, but it's the support craft option for the Imperials.
Yeah.
I think the top two prizes hopefully will be useful, but I do hope. I mean, for me, it doesn't make sense having released Jabba that there isn't going to be something with 2 crew slots
Yeah.
coming out for the scum.
The trick is not making it too good and too cheap. That's the issue.
I mean,
But I do see your point.
But it doesn't have to be a shuttle. The Azotuk has 2 crew slots.
Yeah.
And okay, it's very good, but that's because of the arc as much as anything else.
Hey, 2 180-degree arcs with 2 crew slots, or at least 2 crew slots.
But what I'm saying is you could do other things that had 2 crew slots
Yeah.
without having to make them incredibly good or incredibly powerful. And equally, I think the named Y-Wings, named Y-Wings could do with a bit of a buff.
Hopefully, Heroes of Scarif pack, huh?
That would be, exactly. Well, that'd be perfect because Scarif obviously has some nice Y-Wings.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, Y-Wings and T-65s.
Even though I do want me some E-Wing fixes. It's weird. I really want an E-Wing fix. I miss that ship.
Doesn't it feel like, when kids are getting picked for sport in school and you see they're getting smaller and smaller?
Yeah.
You can just see the E-Wing and the named Y-Wings sitting going, when am I going to be picked? Please, when am I going to be picked for the buff? I so clearly need...
And it's always Cora.
It's always
like
Cora who
the
always
big
gets it,
guy.
yeah.
Because I'll take this one. It's never
You guys,
Etan.
sit down, guys.
Never the Black Moon of the Nights. It's like, we'll just sit back in the...
At least Etan has a function in Epic.
In Epic, that's the thing.
In
yes.
fact, Escalation.
Yeah, that's a good point,
Etan
actually.
last round. That'd
Yeah.
be pretty nasty.
Absolutely, handing out those crits. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have built a list with Escalation for...
I did a standard a few months ago on a benchmark, which I know people say, yes, it's AI and it's not the
Well, it's
smartest.
mixed AI.
But I built a list with Etan Bat, Biggs, pre-nerf Biggs, and 10 Num. So when that crit comes from Etan Bat, that's not cancelable.
Mm-hmm. The problem is, though, if you put him into Escalation, is it because E-Wings are so expensive, you'd have to have him in your first one.
Yeah.
And he's not getting effective
Or-
until the 120, 150.
How much is he?
He must be over
30
30.
odd points.
But no, but how much? Can you check since you've got the thing up there? Because the other question would be take a slight bid for the 120.
32.
32
Yeah.
points.
Yeah, see, the thing is, if you could do it cheaply, if
That's-
you took a 3-point bid,
That is base. That's nothing.
Mm.
Yeah, you got to
Well-
think about upgrades and such as well.
but you could still go integrated astromech. Oh, no, you can't take integrated astromech.
Exactly.
No, true.
No.
Which is why we need a fix for it. But yeah, so
Even if you have it at 33, you then have just R2, and that's not the best.
so what do you guys think of the new stuff that's coming out? Thoughts?
I slightly resent that they spoil so much that people are playing it months before.
Before it comes,
Yes.
a week.
A
before.
week or so, yeah.
No. Well, some of it gets spoiled much earlier.
Yeah, but some of it is also people getting it early and then spoiling it for people.
Exactly, and the only thing I feel about that is someone who doesn't have time to play on Vassal, and I like X-Wing because it fits in my life. I get to play it once a week if I'm lucky, and that's great. So I feel a little bit like, has everyone had all the fun? of
Yes,
it?
exactly.
Yeah.
They'll be looking at what the next wave is before this one's even out
Exactly.
the boxes.
Yeah.
Oh no, it looks good. I'm looking forward to the sheath as a rebel player. The Sheath of Peak looks
Same.
fun. That looks good.
It's really. It looked a bit weak at first, and then
Yeah.
suddenly.
Then you start thinking, actually, that won't work. Put an op spec on that could work as well.
yeah.
I like this op spec now, and I've learnt about this card. Having not so much actually owned it, had to borrow so many cards for this game. And speaking of
Give
which,
it-
thank you, David. That's one of the 3 Dukes I borrowed.
Give
Oh,
it
two
a month.
Dukes I
Give it a
borrowed.
month, and everyone will be using.
I did
it.
mention
Yeah,
that. I just went to the toilet and you realise one of those Dukes was mine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, one of them's
But-
one's yours, one of them's Christopher Puttocks. I had to borrow a
So-
snapshot, I had to borrow the op specs, I don't know the Upsilon. So that list, which
So
I really
how far
like,
you
and
distributed your prize out?
The Frankenstein. Yes.
Here's one part for you.
who would like an illicit token? Yeah.
But I do look forward to the Silencer because I think it's going to be fun and a bit crazy. I don't think it will be meta breaking.
I think the
think it
Particle
will-
7 might.
I don't think it'll be meta breaking because the dial is very good, but it's not so crazy it's ridiculous. At one point I thought they were going to give it green hard 3s, make it like a Lancer, which would have been madness. But it's a lot of points. Okay, I think the one thing it will have a problem with, we'll all have a problem with, is like Miranda, these very, very high cost small base ships, not giving up half MOV for half points.
Miranda
Is a
and
little-
Nim.
Yeah, Miranda and Nim, because they kind of encourage you to, basically
Outlast.
fortress and run away,
Well,
which is
I
kind
think
of
it's
dull.
actually worse because it's 3 agility backing 6 hit points.
Yeah.
6 or 7 hit
But
points.
it's half your list. I mean, the thing is, I think
3
you
dice and
can-
auto thrust is even better than Poe.
You can fit it in slightly irritatingly. I wish they hadn't put it at this points level with a standard Omega Leader and a quick draw. And I think that's a shame. I wish they'd pushed the price a point or two more so that you couldn't quite fit those two in. Because that's a lot of good ship in a
Yeah.
100-point list. And I probably will try it for a laugh because I want to see also. I
Like,
don't really
yeah.
fly arc dodgers, so it'll be interesting to see if I can actually do it. But the advanced sensors with the push the
Yeah.
limit and clearing your own stress will be stunning.
Kamiloga? What's the thing for the thoughts of the scum ship? The Kamiloga.
Oh, the one with the bullseye
Bullseye.
target. That's. I think they're going to have to be played to be
Yes,
judged.
I agree.
I've ordered
Yeah.
one. It's sort of, oh yeah, definitely. But it's the whole sort of. That's a very narrow band you have to line up. So it could
It's
be
effectively the
interesting.
band's the size of the nubs.
Yeah,
Template.
it's a nice new interesting mechanic in a game that's got a lot of mechanics, some of which are better than others. But I like the idea. So
I think you'll be able
Whether
to use
it's
it
gonna
to sweep as well.
yeah,
Because I think you'll want to run them on the edges of your list to basically prevent people from wanting.
To go.
Basically, you'll put people in a position where if you have a bullseye arc up one side of your formation, people either
Or
have
swing
to
away
avoid
from
it or go so far past it they can't shoot you.
Yeah.
So I think it might be interesting in that sense. Of
I think
making
I think
people
the
play
top
around it.
pilot with VI is not a bad way to go because you move that pilot skill higher up, and you're saying to that player, you want to dodge it now, but it might not be dodged by the time I move.
In a way, on the other hand, in some ways, I think if they're having to play around it to the extent of not getting to shoot you, then I'll just take the lower pilot skill one and scare them into moving off, rather than because in the end, if they can't dodge it, then they just don't dodge it. And I think it might be a more interesting mechanic to change the way your opponent plays
Yes,
than how
absolutely.
it actually will affect the dice. Because in the
That's
end,
a good point.
you can't spend the tokens against it, right? So, but if I don't have any modification and I roll a bunch of blanks and focuses, what does it matter that you can't spend tokens? I've still got to roll something to hit you.
That's true.
It's not auto damage.
And if the
That's
things are
very
starting
true.
to line up, the potential of bleeding that token disruption through could be huge.
What's your thoughts on it? I mean, you said it needs to be played. What about the Resistance Bomber? The kind of what I think is the dud of the wave. No disrespect to it.
No prejudgment.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to say it is, but I mean, because to be fair, everyone's judgments are always wrong. But from the initial look, it looks like it might be the kind of, not the dud, but like the lesser ship of the wave.
It's a shame Bomblet Generator is unique.
Yes.
Because if you could line up 3 of them and just hurl bomblets.
literally carpet bomb the board.
The only
You
problem
know,
is if
some
you-
guy standing on there with a like a slingshot.
The only problem with that is the same vein. You have to then go very slow, otherwise you're going to hit yourself with your own bombs.
No, you don't.
You've got
just have to
there's
do
some sort of
hard.
plating, isn't there, as well, which lets you stop damage coming in from your own bomb.
Unless you take, I think, a hit, which then you discard
Then,
the
then you
card.
discard the card, but you've already
Or
had
just
the
do a
effect.
hard.
Yeah.
Hard maneuver. The hard 2 and... Yeah, I think the hard 2 is the only one it has. The hard 2 will clear a 5-forward bomb. People have checked.
Go.
I think it'll be... I like that it's a turret,
Yes.
which will be nice to have a natural turret for a ship like that.
I'll tell you what, though, you're saying about natural turret with the 2 dice.
Okay.
Yeah. No. That same points. Jump Master.
Very different
You've
ships,
got you've got two dice primary, like the Jump Master. You've got about the same number of hit points as the Jump Master. 1 less agility.
But it doesn't have the...
the amazing upgrade bar and dial.
Exactly. I mean, I found it very
I think
funny
3 of
people
them
when
together would be
they
bad.
nerfed the Jump Master, showing them with a hole punch, taking the
Yeah.
upgrade
Yeah, I
to
like that when I saw that.
Yeah.
The things it doesn't have anymore.
Also, it's called a B-17, so I will require one painted as a World War II B-17 because clearly this is the best reason to buy one.
Fair enough.
I think having maybe 3 and some upgrades and the
I'm getting this- I'm getting this
crossfire
one.
stuff.
That's quite expensive. That's the
Yeah.
other sad thing that the FFG make you bleed your wallet anyway. But it's a big base ship. It's questionably good, but if you really want to make it work, you're going to have to buy 2 or 3 of them. And I
Not
don't
necessarily.
think that's-
Depends on what resistance you're going to pair it up with.
Depends, but
Jess,
who knows?
Poe.
We can all make assumptions, but we'll only know when it hits the table, really.
Yeah, but the sheath bead I'm interested in for sure because it's going to open up a whole new world of Rebel Jank.
Yes,
Absolutely.
And but also the option of how many different things you can give that coordinate. Coordinate's amazing. The coordinate would be stunning on the Upsilon if the Upsilon was a bit cheaper, so you could fit it in lists more. The thing that's amazing about the sheath pede is you can take a really cheap ship, and basically get okay, you will be spending 14 points buying the coordinate action, but that's not the worst thing in the world. The problem will be keeping it alive, I suspect.
It's still a 2-dice ship that can shoot in forward and back firing arcs.
Well, the other
It's
thing
not-
is, I will be trying it as a Braylon replacement for putting stress on people, because it's not... I mean, how much health has it got?
I think
5
it's
in total.
4 or 5. It's one
Yeah,
or
'cause it's
two.
4 hull and 1 shield, I believe.
It's questionably could be replaced like a cheap arc for dealing stress, and that could be interesting. Well,
Yes,
it's
or
coordinate.
obspec.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but also coordinate.
Yes, yeah,
Because
absolutely.
obspec isn't an action, so...
Yeah.
that becomes-
Well,
No, that is it, Frick. We're in the final... Basically, we're waiting for the results to come through, and we thought we'd interview the contenders of the final
the
match.
presumable maybe winner, and losing the final, dropping to somewhere around mid-table, as we discussed.
Alright, question I'd like to ask people is, okay, if there's a ship you could fix in the game that you think is broken, what would you do to fix it?
God.
Yeah, no, hard
You
question.
first.
right?
Is that a two-way answer? Broken as in too good, or broken as in
Oh,
terms
yes,
It's
of
up to you.
need
Yes.
fix?
Yeah.
It is perspective of what you prefer, like to
Mm.
shore it up or hammer it down or whatever.
Oh, I don't know. I'm drawing a complete blank there. I haven't really... Not a question I'd consider.
I don't want to say the Ozatuk, because I really like flying them, but I do feel like they are just so hard to put down.
Yes.
And the fact, I mean, so we have two people today. Thank God I don't fly
No,
with
me
either
neither.
of them.
5 of them.
5. Oh no,
It
yeah,
wasn't
Michael,
one had. I think Michael had a
Michael-
arc in there
yeah,
as well.
Michael
So
had to drop
only
one.
4 on an arc.
4 and Braylon,
Yes.
which is even
So
worse.
that's
actually.
fine. But yes, the reinforce action or the 180 fire arc, fine. But yeah, with the combination is just
It's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
It's an amazing utility ship.
Yeah.
I don't think it's game breaking, but I do feel like maybe they.
Mhm.
I mean, to be honest, Rebels deserved a little bit of overpoweredness. So
As a rebel player, it's one ship I haven't bought. Because I just look like it's boring.
Anything to shore up.
Hmm.
Anything you do to shore like a ship up that's not really used, like the Y-wing or the E-wing.
I mean, B-wing. I want the B-wing fixed.
Yeah.
I've said this a million times.
Super laser?
No, not super laser. No, it's simpler than that. I've
You can
thought,
take one.
Just saying, you know.
I've thought of various different options, but they all run along the same lines, which is the B-wing needs a way to survive the first round of being shot, because right now there's so much high strength alpha that despite all those shields, you can just knock it off the board.
Mhm.
So I would have so my idea, which I think is not bad, is I would have a card called like a shield recharge unit or something, which you can basically at the top of the combat phase, you can exhaust it to add 3 shields to your ship, but at the end of the round, any shields over your natural get removed. So basically you have 2 choices, or maybe 2 or 3 shields. You can either use it to basically massively increase your shields for the first round of combat, or you'll probably lose some.
Or between turns to get yourself back up.
Exactly, but the
That's-
point would be that you would have to decide, because if you burnt it on the initial pass and no one shot you, then those shields just go away, because you'd cull it back to your printed value
Mhm.
at the end of the round.
What about if you have a token that you have to spend so add an intensity?
But I would have it as a one shot, because I wouldn't make it particularly
Yeah,
expensive.
because then regen becomes a thing again.
Yeah, and so that's what I would do. So basically, you could boost the shields to basically put the B-wing for a round back to where it was when it was good, which is a shield fortress. I mean, B-wing and Y-wing, when people were flying them together,
Mhm.
the Y-wing was much easier to kill because you could burn through the shields quicker. And
I'd
quicker.
actually like that, 'cause it makes sense, because the Mon-Calamari ships were known, especially the B-Wing, were known for having good shield.
And it's a heavy
Yeah.
fighter.
That's
It's
it,
not
yeah.
supposed to be alpha-able in that
No,
way. And I
exactly.
don't think that makes any sense. Whereas Y-wing's a bomber. That for me,
Yeah.
I don't mind that being a bit more. And it doesn't need an offensive upgrade. It's a fantastic offensive ship.
Yes.
Jupiter, any thoughts? Like, anything else you have later?
I don't know. I was going to say you've obviously got a lot more thought into this than I have.
I just like B-wings.
0. No, I have to agree.
No, I like
It's, in fact, you don't
B-wings
see
as well.
B-wings on the
I
board
mean,
anymore.
I've always, as I've said, I've gone on about it many times. I've always wanted to swap the E-wing, give
Yes.
it an extra astromech slot, discount on astromechs, exect for 4-point astromech.
So you
Right.
can't take.
You
R2D2.
can't take R2D2 basically.
By the way, if my idea is enjoyed by FFG, I will sign over the rights for it happening in return
Likewise.
for a 1 copy of the card or something. Fine.
Likewise. Well, copy the ship, I think. Yeah,
Copy of the ship. That would be fair,
Yeah.
but you can have it, guys.
Me too. I'm perfectly willing for that.
No,
Yeah.
E-wing points cost will be lovely, but it's the whole problem, as always, that then Corin becomes cheaper.
That's why I
But-
say, because you have Corin with R2D2 most of the time.
Mhm.
If you may say you can't take R2D2 if you have 2 astromechs, then it's like, okay, well, in that case, yeah, it becomes a question of what do you have?
Is there precedent in the canon for them having 2 astromechs in the E-wing?
They have the R7s were specially built for it, and they were built into the actual system.
I like
So-
how I play my Y-wings with it.
I'd call it like dual core astromech or something like
Right.
that. So you can have like 2 astromechs, and it's like the idea that's it's 1 astromech but with 2 in processing cores.
Right.
And you can have interesting things like BB-8 with R2 astromech and things like that.
All those silly repositionals.
Yeah,
Yes.
things like that with advanced sensors if you really wanted to go there as well.
And it wouldn't be broken because it would still be expensive.
That's the thing. But you get a discount on the astromechs, just a bit cheaper. So encourage astromechs.
And maybe another named pilot if they do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like.
Pilot School 6 or 7 would be quite nice
No,
to
I
fit in
would,
between.
no, what I really like is, I mean, where is Etan? Maybe this would be duplicative.
5.
It's a shame because I really like Ryad, who I fought
Yeah.
against today, because amazing ability, PS5.
Yes.
That's a
Yeah.
great thing to do. For a
Fantastic.
ship.
That's how balance works.
That's how, yeah, and that's in some
Like
ways.
Guri.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Guri is a good Star Viper pilot, and Threeks come in as interesting, but people are still flying Guri today. That's the only original. No one's ever going to fly
Zixor.
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 Useless,
It's
yeah.
useless. So
I would love to fly Dayon Obros though.
that might happen, but
Stupid amount of effectively signals.
But you are right. The key balance is a mid-pilot. If the ability is good, mid-pilot skill. If its ability is not as good, higher pilot skill.
and I think they could put another PS5 E-wing pilot in because yes, it's a shame for Etan, but Etan is just for flying an Epic.
Yeah.
That's an Epic ship, so
Yeah.
it's not good like it's going to knock him off his place in 100-point X-wing because
Yeah.
he doesn't have one.
What ability would you give it then? If it's Pascal Farp, we've not thought about that.
Don't know. What would you want it to do? Would you want it to be a defensive or offensive?
I think E-wings Rebels need a punch ship. I think
And they are about the offence, aren't they?
they are
really,
about.
with putting
It's,
threats through.
it's the power of an X-wing with the manoeuvrability of an A-wing. Is what it was built.
Okay, well, what the issue I have with the E-wing as well, it only has two agility, no auto. Well,
No, 3 agility on the E-wing.
Maybe
3. Okay, no auto thrusters.
It's 3-3-3-2, isn't it?
It's no. I think is it 3 across the? No, it is. No,
Two
it's only
hull.
it's 2 hull.
Two
That's
hull
right.
because
Yeah.
you can kill
Three,
it
three,
with a direct
three,
hit push
yeah.
through.
Part of me is thinking like some sort of like a buff to one of its stats. So, say for example, you get an additional, so like a
Lightweight frame.
reverse jets.
That sort of thing.
No, a reverse, not a reverse jets, but range band 1. When any's at range band 1, you get an additional defense dice for each ship up to a maximum of 2.
If it had the boost action, I'd say allow it to use the 2 forward and 2 bank for one of the ships. Give it like a speed thing, so it can go fast.
Yes.
Or 1 hard.
If you want to do it with the current way, use the barrel rolls, but allow you to use the 2 templates.
You got Echo there. Was it no Echo or Whisper? Echo.
That's for Phantom. I'm talking like 2
Yeah.
templates from barrel. Just saying, just spitting ball ideas here. But
You need something. I'm
Yeah.
not. I don't have because I've not. I might own 3 E-wings and not have ever flown any of
I
them.
own 4 of them.
I only bought one of them deliberately. The other 2 came in a whole bunch of stuff I bought second hand. But they're just sitting there, so I would really have to fly it to see what was wrong with it.
Yeah.
Well, rounds are finished now, so we're going to have to say bye-bye to you two. And congratulations once again, so you can go through and claim your prizes.
Thank you very much.
We can hopefully get the results through as well, so we can go through them and then sign off.
So I finally
Yes.
come second. Yeah. Cheers, guys.
I doubt it. Cheers.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Yes, indeed.
That was a nice conversation. I'm going to go find out and see how things are going on out there.
No, I'll tell you what though, I moved this time without turning the mic off.
Good. Yeah, that usually is a trouble. So why don't you, just talk while I go and find out what's going on.
Yeah. No, I'm personally looking forward to the next wave. Like I said, or like we've been saying all day, we will be here on Thursday to do an unboxing on it. Which will be interesting to go through. There's still a few things that I haven't necessarily seen yet, or might have read and skimmed through, or read such a long time ago, like the Alpha class. Like that's come out a while ago now in terms of its release, and I've hardly ever looked at it. As a pure Rebel player, I'm gonna say pure. I've divulged out into Scum a lot this year. Hearing about the Commogula just potentially dying to one horrible lot of Alpha, sort of put me away.
We still got 3 minutes on the clock, and it's come down to Mike versus Jack. That's the last game that's gone on, Mike versus Jack right now. So yeah, it's been a good day.
Yes. I don't think we've had a bad game all day either.
They've all been good for their different reasons, I think.
They've all been very, very good. I've been very pleased with how things have gone today.
You know, I don't think we've had. I don't think we've had ones where I was going to say one-sided, but then this game was, and Hedges was a bit one-sided against him in terms of what he actually did at the end.
Yeah.
But you know, I've loved the games that have gone on today. It's been really nice to to commentate on all these as well. And is there anything I could have wished for more in terms of how the games turned out? No.
That's the way to go. Is have they been good games? And I think they have been nothing short of good games.
I'll tell you what. If that last game had been one side or the other way, it'd been like, well, we knew this was kind of going to happen. But the moment when it didn't, that was then like, okay, well now how far is this going to go? And you were just waiting for that moment of going, yeah, this is going to fall straight back on itself, but it never did.
Oh, and good luck to those who's taking part in Spanish Nationals and the Nordic Regional. That's on today.
Ah, okay.
Got a lot of stuff going on. There is a Twitch stream apparently, so good luck to those.
Well, the thing that reminds me, obviously earlier this year we had Lassie with us.
Yes, Lassie.
And there is, I think there is a regional. I know it says is it nationals or is it what?
I think so. One or the other.
Because I was thinking, whenever I hear about the Nordic stuff, I'm thinking, would Lassie have gone to it?
Yeah,
he was a really, really fun guy to play against.
It was really fun. It was nice. I kind of miss Lassie. There are a few players who kind of just moved on because they moved away from Athena, but we've got a tight knit group here, which is very good.
And the key thing is we all look out for each other, I think.
Oh yeah, well, I think anyone who comes down, we kind of welcome them with open arms and say, "Hey, thanks for coming down." It's always been our way. We don't like to cause waves here. We like to just be relaxed and just let Peter on. You're always going to get vocal people and such in any kind of event, but it's because they're passionate.
Yeah.
That's what I always say. I mean, that's why we play the game, because we're passionate about either because we're a miniatures game player, because we're a Star Wars fan, or just because.
Well, no, if you think about it, you guys watching that last game, you could see how much we were invested in that.
Yeah, very, very.
There's a bit in the middle where it's just like we don't know what we can commentate on here in terms of we don't know where these manoeuvres are going.
There's more going on than we can probably keep track of, yeah.
But it was just one of those things. It was just like, that was a real good game to watch and to commentate on, and
yes.
It's crazy to think this is the last one this year.
I know it's what's time got, because we only get 12 a year, which might sound like a lot, but it's not much. We host one every month, which we do. We host Armada every other month and Destiny every month.
And the next one is the first Saturday in the new year, which is the 6th? 5th, 6th?
Let me double check that. I can tell you right now.
It's because the new year of this year falls on a Tuesday. 5th?
It is the 6th.
I was right first time.
Saturday the 6th of January.
Oh, no, it's on the first, because it's...
And it is going to be a standard. So, and I am advertising it as regional practice, so you'll probably get people playing very competitive lists. But the last time people get to play for the Q4 as well.
Would you hold any objection from me playing that one rather than put myself in the booth?
No, not one bit. You know that. I probably would be playing. I don't know. Might be playing.
We'll have to see what we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll have to see what the booker can do.
See what the booker can do. You're the booker, so I hope you're on it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to our wrap-up episode, because, doing this has been a big deal for the last 2 years. I really did champion when I came. I was doing this before I started working here, as you know. That's when I started coming here, actually working here, of which, I've been working for about a year, now a year and 2 months. I started in August last year. Absolutely loved it. Loving it still. Yeah, it's a very rewarding job, because it's a game store is a hard thing to manage, and I think that the key thing about a game store is about creating an experience. Anyone can go anywhere and buy a product. It's about creating an experience.
Can I put it to you this way?
Yeah.
With us being, I'm going to use the word nerd, so I'm going to put that there.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's one of those things.
Geek chic.
So it's for me, it'd be very weird, being in your position, because it's like, this is in a way like a nerd's sort of secret palace, really, in terms of, it is. It's a game store, and it's got you could look at something and go, I like that, I like that, I like,
Yeah.
You think downstairs, like, we've got X-Wing, Armada, Star Trek. I didn't do it in that order of appeal, I must admit. It's the first one that came to my head. And
Magic, Dice
Pokemon,
Masters, Pokemon, you name it, we do it, essentially.
And, for me, it'd be one of those weird things, thinking, you're here every day and you hear what comes up, and
Oh yeah.
you then in your role, obviously, you put all the events on yourself as well.
I organise.
Well, you have the dates instructed, but you put the.
I organise. It's the staff that put in the effort and such. I mean, yes, okay, I do a lot. I do some of the heavy lifting, and the planning, but the execution is the staff in general here at Athena. Very, amazing bunch of people.
But it'd be one of those really weird sort of places in terms of, for me personally, I don't think I could. I don't think I could do it because it's just that kind of like psychological thing of like I said, I'd be here, my wallet would be dead before I walked in the front door. It just would, I know it, and it's one of those weird. It's gonna be one of those weird things. Like next year, like for me, not being in here, like for the regionals and
but we'll be playing.
I know.
You'll be part of the experience.
I know.
In another way, essentially. Like that, I'm actually looking forward to being here for regional because I'm not a very competitive player, and I actually do really enjoy streaming X-Wing a lot. So it's and competitive tournaments never really been my thing anyway. I've never been good at them. They bring out the worst in me, so I prefer to stay out of them. Let the kids play, and I will. Yeah, I mean, I'll
the kids play. It implies you're the oldest person that plays. That's not true. We know that.
It's the kind of sage thing of like I'll step back and just. I'm the organizer. I watch from afar. I mean, I'll play an Escalation apart from this one, but
that's why I always put myself in it because I know it's an event that I don't have the best love with, but I know it's one that you like.
I like Escalation because it's different. You have to think about list synergy and
out of the three, I prefer Hangar Bay.
That's fine. I like Hangar Bay as well.
Yeah, it's two 100-point lists, but it's two different 100-point lists, and you have that psychological factor, which is something else.
I mean, I remember when we tried reverse Hangar Bay, and actually a lot of people said, actually, I don't like it, even though a lot of people were
I prefer it because it's that double bluff of thinking,
so the thing is,
what is my two lists susceptible
to? That's fine. The thing is, a lot of people don't like it because they have no control over it, and people usually pick the less interesting list, which is fair.
You say that. I played Wojtek, and he gave me Kane and Lebo to play, and he knew that I could fly it.
I'm just saying that some of those people, it's all opinions.
However, Yavin has got an interesting one. Yavin is so they're doing a Hangar Bay event effectively after the first stage. I don't know if they're doing one day 2, but basically what it is, it's a pilot skill. Mm-hmm. So if, for example, your list has 3 pilot skill 8s, you cannot use pilot skill 8 in your other list.
You're pilot skill locked, aren't you?
Yep. So just imagine having, say, for example, in
the current
Owen's list.
Yeah.
So he couldn't use 5 because of the Gamma Squad vets. He couldn't use 8 because of Amelia, and he couldn't use 11 because of Quick Draw.
Yeah, that I like. I like that because in the current meta, it's always been a case of it's a PS war. Highest PS always wins. But in that case, you're locked off on one of your lists on a PS. So it becomes an issue of like, well,
how high or how low?
How low or high? Yeah, exactly. Where do you bid? Now the argument there is, well, then always take your highest list, but then that's not always an option.
And it might be that your highest pilot skill list is susceptible to
something else, yeah.
Which you know that they have somewhere within their 2 lists.
But your lower one is less susceptible, but you don't have the lower pilot skill. So I like that aspect. Whether we'll try it here at Athena, most likely will.
I'd like to give that a go.
It's different, and for Hangar Bay, it's nice because we can just switch things around a little bit.
And that's why I also like Hangar Bay. Each one is different.
Right, what else have we got going on this week? So we have some more events going on. We've got a Light Seekers tournament next week on Sunday.
Light Seekers?
It's a brand new card game, a TCG, and it's linked to the digital version of the game as well, because there's a digital version. So the cards you can get in the game and such are linked. It's very interesting. We're hoping to have a starter deck tournament. You get a starter deck, and I think it's 3 boosters taking part, and that's £30. it's a good start off for someone. There's also the unstable draft weekend. Unstable is a very interesting format. It's kind of like the escalation / the hangar bay of Magic, where when you draft, there's stuff that happens during the drafts as well. Thus the unstable side of things. We also have Lord of the Rings. We've got an RCG fellowship event, Assault on Dol Guldur, which is happening next week. Limited tickets available though, so be sure to pick up your ticket online. And the Pokemon Winter Cup, the Pokemon League Cup for the winter season, which is the expanded format. So you can play any cards from Black and White onwards until today. So yeah, a kind of wide format. Well, it's interesting format month here at Athena, it seems. And on Sunday, if you fancy it, we have a Smash Up All-Stars OP event. So it's Smash Up where you take two favorite factions, mash them together into a combo, an ultimate combo that will win. And anyone who takes part will get an All-Stars pack, which is a brand new faction for your copy of Smash Up. So worth the £5 entry for that alone.
Yeah, and obviously you think outside of those, we've got Wednesday, we've got a stream.
Yeah, of course.
Which I'll be on both sides.
Wednesdays we stream in general. The first and third Wednesdays are when we stream X-Wing. The second and fourth
is
are Magic, which it's Legacy in week 2, and week 4 is Pauper. So 2 different formats. It's again, midweek Magic is our strange format, or alternate format night, as we like to call it. Legacy, of course, is most of the cards.
I think of the Legacy cards on there. Oh, it's Commander, so I ignore them.
Yeah, you think of Commander. So it's a different format. It's not Vintage, because Vintage and Legacy, two very similar descriptions. I know that Pauper is all commons.
Yeah.
So, the King of Paupers, as it were. But yeah, so yeah, feel free to tune in for those. We look forward to seeing you.
Thursday, we've got our unboxing stream.
The unboxing stream.
And then we've got the 20th, which will be our last stream of the year.
The unboxing game.
Yep.
The X-Wing versus TIE Fighter big match.
Yep.
And of course our wrap up for the year.
Yeah.
And our sign offs of Merry Christmas and the likes to everyone.
And like I said, this year has just gone so quickly. It's like you blink and you miss it.
Ding ding, gone.
And it's just crazy how quickly that's gone.
I'm going to go and see if the results are right.
Yeah, because I was going to say I think that was something we were trying to buy time for a little bit. But it has gone really quickly this year. There's been lots of nice stuff come out, which we will touch on in a few weeks' time. But it'll give me time to collect my thoughts and put things together in a sort of more organised fashion. Let's put it that way. I think personally for this year, it's been a very sort of mixed year in terms of like performances, or it seems like I've just gone mad on factions and playstyles this year. So it'd be nice to have it all back and think about what we've done, what we've achieved, where we think things are going. Hopefully Elliot's now getting hold of the final scores. We were just waiting on one match result, but that was a few minutes ago now, so hopefully we'll have those available.
Prizes have been distributed.
Yep.
Of course, unfortunately, because there's 15, there's one lonely Omicron group pile. At least there's 2 of them. At least they got each other. That kind of thing left over. Oh well, that will go in my drawer for future events. So for the final standings, big surprise. So we do it in reverse order.
Yes, I was going to say in reverse order.
All right. Do you want to go for it?
Yeah, no, I can go for it.
All right then.
In an unfortunate last place, our attack wing specialist Matt Garner.
He's got 1 point and 2646 MOV.
Terry Thorne with 255 MOV, so this is still 1 win.
Yep.
Toby Maverick Brown 283, and Will Greeley on 361. That completes the 1 win bracket, so from 12 to 15.
12 to 15. Next up the list, John Easter. Quite surprising seeing so low on the list. He's usually.
Do you know what must have happened? He must have lost
against Wojtek. Yeah. 2 wins, 338 MFE. Very good MFE though. Chris Turner in 10th place with 2 wins and 381 MOV. 9th place, Mike Clark. Good to see a new player making the middle tier. 2 wins, 412 MOV. Stephen Sage at the 8th spot, 439 MOV. Mick Ford, 7th place, 2 wins, 488 MOV. That's the Wookiees working for him there.
Well, and the next follow-up is
here we go.
Wookiees.
Here we go. 6th place, Michael Maggs, 2 wins, 530...
23.
23 MOV. Jack Whittam, again, new player. Nice to see new players make the top.
Jack's actually been sort of fairly consistent. I think he actually did
Yeah.
quite well at the Wojtek Invitational a week or so back.
He just missed out on 4th place. He's at 5 with 3 wins and 389 MOV.
So he probably did well at the earlier round, and
Yeah.
then this top round is...
Yeah.
Well, he must
Owen
have been-
Appleton, not falling as far as he thought he would. 4th place,
Well-
3 wins, 514 MOV.
This
Although
is
it's
where it
close.
gets interesting,
It's close.
because Hedge with 531 and Wojtek with 552.
Yeah.
Tilling another 1 or 2 ships could have made a difference.
It could have made all the difference, yeah.
But it made no difference to this
No,
outcome.
but yeah. So that's Owen Appleton 4th, Hedge 3rd, and Wojtek 2nd with 3 wins and the appropriate MOV. And first place, no one surprised, with Chris Burdett with a score of 4 wins, and 798 MOV.
Out of a possible... Jesus, do the maths, Dave.
That is incredible. I've never seen such a high MOV before.
120, 180... Try to do it the double ups. 120, 180, so that's 300... it's then 120... 540... 840 MOV.
There you go.
That's because it's 300 for the last round.
Yeah. Basically, he lost only a few ships in the entire tournament. That's incredible. I mean,
Yeah.
he lost Sabine in the one we saw.
He didn't lose any ship. No, he didn't lose a ship. No,
Yeah.
he lost 31 points in this one because of...
Of Jan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
He must have not lost much else then.
I think that would have been it. If you think.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. I think that's all he lost. Incredible. Very incredible. Well done to all our competitors who came along today. Thank you for joining us for Athena Games. Thank you for well, I'm going to leave you to do the outro because you're the one who's taking the lead on this one.
Oh, geez. No, thank you all for joining us today. It was nice to hear some of your comments throughout the day. And a big thank you, obviously, to the Athena staff for running the tournament today, especially Chris Yules for being our resident TO, let's put it that way, because he's done quite a lot recently. Thank you, obviously, to all those who've played today and those who've made it onto the stream. And a special well done to, obviously, Chris Burdett for winning today. It was that last match was just... Oh,
it's amazing.
I could probably watch that back for days.
Probably will later.
And and a big thank you actually for you, Elliot, for joining me. It's always a pleasure to have you alongside me.
It's always a pleasure being here.
It's also really weird as well, the fact that I was leading today, so it felt like the wingman shoes were reversed a little bit, because I'm normally your wingman.
Well, sometimes you just got to let the bird fly out of the nest. The chick. On that rather uncomfortable note.
Yes. We will see you again on Wednesday for a couple of games.
I don't know if you'll see me, but you might not. I don't know. Well,
yeah, you'll definitely see me for at least one game because I'll be in here for possibly a tanker challenge, or if not, we've got another match lined up. But then we'll also be back on the Thursday because we've got the unboxing stream.
Yeah, don't miss that.
We'll then be back 2 weeks after that for the unboxing match, the Trench Run special, and our end of year sweep up.
Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe if you're watching us on YouTube, and of course leave a comment down below. Let us know what you thought of any of our events. Hey guys, we're now actually signing off. It's all the end of the tournament, so unfortunately we have to love and leave you. It's all over. You can catch the replay back when it's uploaded in a few
or watch it on Twitch, and then you can obviously skip through the bits between rounds or whatever.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, it's gonna be a good time. So yeah, good night everyone. We'll see you later.
See you later.